Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, our computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time. And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now, it's Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern bike like on the 10-pound test. Smoke sex, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning storm pimp. Straight limping, Boone's farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching.
We've got a full-blown fecal fiasco playing out here at CMG Tampa. The halls are flowing with sewage as we speak. It's a bad day. I saw the emails come through this morning from the lady who runs the whole damn show, JoJo, saying we've got a problem in the women's bathroom. Only to be updated, we've got a problem with the men's bathroom. I made my way up the elevator today with the guy that runs the whole building. Breaking news here to start Senning Show. This may have been a malicious act by somebody in the building to clog all of the toilets. It is a horrific scenario. Have you had to venture to another restroom yet?
I was going to go during JP's show, and I forgot, and I walked all the way to the bathrooms. I went, man, I'm not going to have enough time to run down, pee,
It's a real scene. Dude, and I think that by the end of the week, we're going to be in a full-blown whodunit mode by trying to find out who. And again, I'm getting second, third-hand information, but I'm hearing reports that somebody maliciously stuffed a towel down one of the toilets here at CMG Tampa. I don't know if this is maybe a competing radio station that snuck into the building and tried to get the doo-doo to run all through the halls. But they've done something here today, and it's made me, as somebody who is a bit fecal phobic, it pains me to know what's going on just up the hall.
Yeah.
Like everything when I walked in, I didn't smell anything, nothing that aggressive, but I just knowing what's going on right up the hall is enough to mortify me and scare me.
Yeah, that's definitely not a John thing at all.
No, it's
I'm
not.
surprised you even wanted to start the show talking about it.
Well, the thing is, I want to get it out of the way. I want to say it, and I want to get it out of the way. Thought about calling out, if we're being completely honest. Once I heard that the men's and women's bathroom were experiencing what I've heard to be explosive overflows from the toilet, I thought about calling in today, but sometimes you just got to push through the pain. This is Senning Show, by the way. My name is John Senning. He's Dizzy. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. You can watch the program at theboatonline.com, which you can if you want. Facebook, we like to push people to YouTube. 1025 The Bone on YouTube, Senning Show. You'll see the little live circle right there, and then you'll be in. Trying to look right off the get if I can see anybody who's a new name. Ryan Beckland? It sounds new. That looks new. Ryan Beckland. If you've been here the whole time, I apologize. But if it's your first day here, thanks for joining us. We try to shout out somebody new every single day. I saw something else that I don't know if it pissed me off or made me happy in the comments right when we got started, but now I forgot. I forgot what it was. Diz, I've got a new. I wouldn't say that I'm OCD or obsessive, but sometimes I just get on a thing, and I think it's like an instant gratification thing that I just think about it more than I should, no matter how stupid it is. And this is inherently stupid, what I'm about to share with you, but I've been thinking about it. It's not the point now where I'm annoying my wife with my obsession over it. Have you ever I don't know what you think I'm going to say, but it's not that. I'll tell you that. Have you ever heard of a seasoned coffee mug?
A seasoned coffee mug?
Yes. Like, does that mean anything to you?
No, because hearing it right away, I go, oh, that's, coffee mugs you break out for different seasons. Like, it's Christmas season.
Okay.
I'm using my Christmas mugs
That's
today.
fun. That's fun. That is not what this is.
Okay.
So in the new year, I've become I always have drank coffee. I drank coffee every single day. But in the new year, I've really, really become a coffee guy. I'm drinking more coffee. I'm also getting up much earlier. I'm getting up around 7, and I'm having about a half a pot of coffee. And the problem is, I know a lot of people crap on Starbucks. For me, Starbucks is the only coffee that I feel like gets my blood pumping, gets me the energy and the jolt that I'm looking for. That being said, the coffee that I order from Starbucks is like $6, and I just can't justify going to Starbucks every single day. So I'm trying to better my coffee experience at my house. So I ordered offline some bougie might be the word, some bougie ground coffee. Single origin, as they call it, from the Sumatra. I ordered like 3 or 4, and I'm still like, damn, like it just doesn't have the flavor. It doesn't have what I'm looking for. So I go down a rabbit hole on social media, thinking and trying to figure out why and how I can make my coffee taste better. And I happened upon the seasoned coffee mug corner of the internet.
Oh.
Which here's pretty much what it is. And I want to hear from people. If you do this as a man, I want to hear from you. But I know there's probably more women whose men do this, and they find it absolutely disgusting. 800-771-1025. And some claim this is the secret to having a full-bodied, flavorful cup of coffee. And what you do is you never wash your coffee cup.
Ugh. That's insane.
Never. At the very most, you would rinse it out with water, but you never actually. Oh yeah, dude, this is the perfect picture one. This is what I'm trying to achieve right here, dude. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, you want that?
If I told you how much time of my day I'm spending thinking about how to get my coffee mug like that, and and they call a lot of people, from what I found in the darkest corners of the internet, they call it a Navy style coffee mug. I don't ask me why. But you pretty much never wash your coffee mug, and there's a whole community of people out there who just never wash their mug, and they swear by it, that every time you don't wash it, it just adds more and more flavor and depth to your coffee every single time. So I've now taken it as far to where, like last night, and this became a bit of a debate in our house, I soaked my coffee mug in coffee overnight.
Oh, my God, John.
Yeah. It's just going to take too much time. I think to get that look right there, I think it's just going to take too much time. So I'm trying to speed up the process a little bit. But it has become an area of contention. Yesterday, Danielle put my coffee mug in the soaking sink water.
And you were mad.
I said, I went to her, I said, I know you're going to be offended by, there's no nice way to say this, but I'm going to say it. Don't ever touch my coffee mug ever again. I'm seasoning my coffee mug. And dude, you can go on TikTok and Instagram and you find these guys, some of them even have like Yetis, like I can't drink coffee out of the steel. You know what I'm talking about? Like a
oh, yeah.
Something about drinking coffee out of metal is gross. But guys with those, they tout the fact, I haven't washed this in 5 years. And it's just caked on with coffee goodness. And
it's not coffee goodness. First of all, it's stale coffee
there are always,
you wrote it into the cup.
Here's a couple things. And I have an article in front of me that says tips to achieve the ultimate dirty Navy style coffee mug. The first thing, you have to only drink black coffee.
Okay.
So if you add cream into that and then you don't wash it, there's curdling, there's bacteria. Because a lot of these things on social media, they've done tests. They've done bacteria tests on the seasoned Navy style coffee mugs, and there's not really any bacteria in there.
I mean, I think anything that starts eroding into the cup, there's definitely going to have bacteria sitting there. With just the cups I use to fill water up day to day, I'll wash those.
Well, that's water. You're not looking for layers of flavor with your water. I'm looking to, it's the comparison is cast iron skillet.
Okay.
Like a cast iron skillet, you season it. The more you cook on it, the more flavor that grows. So this says, always drink black coffee. Milk or cream curdles and introduces bacteria into the mix. Sour lactose creates a hostile environment. Not ideal for going years without washing your mug. You have to drink the whole cup of coffee. Never leave a drop behind. You want to season the mug with a faint film, not swigging day-old coffee every morning.
Ugh.
And for extra flavoring, take the leftover coffee grounds from the filter and let them rest in your cup for a few days before dumping it out. Treat your mug like a cast iron skillet.
I think you're gonna get into this idea, and it'll be fun for a while until the herpes comes.
No, there's no herpes. No.
Yeah.
This is just bold, rich flavor in my coffee every morning.
And aren't you going to be turned off for the fact that, like, let's say you just get a regular black coffee and then there's, for some reason, the taste of hazel in there, even though you put no hazel in, and it's only because 3 weeks ago you had some hazel coffee?
I'm not a big flavored coffee guy. I'm not saying that I'll never have it, but I also don't know if it will be strong enough to stick to the inside of my seasoned coffee mug. So let me have this, dude. I got no support. My wife doesn't have my back. You don't have my back. I'm all alone out in the seasoned coffee mug life. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
The Navy lied to you. That's called a brown eye, and coffee causes inflammation in joints, just so you know.
Coffee hate
That's your
now?
guy, dude. He's right there along with
That's my guy.
well, he's spitting seasoned coffee cup hate just like you and everybody else that I know.
I agree with the hate, but he's basically just spewing coffee hate overall.
I've never heard that coffee causes inflammation. Coffee causing inflammation. I got to look it up. Yes. Coffee has complex effects on inflammation, generally acting as a high antioxidant, though it may cause inflammation in some individuals. So, Steve, if you're getting inflamed, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that's a you
not
thing,
not a me problem. Senning Show, you're live on the air. You got a dirty ass mug?
Hi, John and Dizzy Boy. Do I have some information for you?
Okay.
The musician that JoJo was sleeping with was none other than the lead singer from Korn.
Onto something.
That was a damn fine Jonathan Davis impression, but we found out off the air who it was.
Yes.
And that is incorrect. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Steve.
Steve, what up, buddy? You got a dirty ass mug?
Hey, I spent 20 years in the Navy, and we had a whole wall of those cups. And the old chiefs, they would spend 20 years getting their cups just right. And they believed that if it was dirty enough, if they ran out of coffee, they could pour hot water in and have a cup of coffee in case of emergency.
See, that's the problem, and I think that's what I was getting at when I said I'm a big proponent of instant gratification, is I think to get one of these properly nasty coffee mugs, you do need about 20 years, and I'm trying to get that nice brown color in the span of the first week. So thank you.
You got to stick with it.
Yeah, thank you for bringing me back down to earth. But I have my one mug that I've decided is my going to be my seasoned coffee mug, and my 20-year journey starts today, buddy.
Yeah, and whenever you get a new guy, I would say, hey, buddy, I need you to go clean all the cups off that wall. And he would scrub them perfectly, and the Chiefs would have a meltdown.
Oh, my God.
No.
That's
kind of on them, too.
Dude, yeah, that's a clean shoot.
Right.
That's a clean shoot in the Navy as far as I'm concerned, dude.
It really is. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
John, I think you're going to regret this.
I was really hoping you were going to want to get in on this with me.
No, bro. I don't want dirty cups to drink out of.
Not dirt.
It's dirty, bro.
It's not dirt.
Dirty.
It's not
dirty.
dirt. It's coffee.
It's old coffee,
It's coffee.
so it's a dirty cup.
It's coffee. I'm open to rinsing the cup. Even though I haven't,
you're not open to rinsing it out, though. Just you're putting water in. What does that do?
Just a little water. And honestly, I don't even want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, some things I'm reading say rinse it when need be.
Yeah.
Others say don't ever rinse it. If you need to, this is from militarytimes.com. If you need to rinse it lightly, just with a little water, this is only to be done in cases where buildup is starting to become untenable.
Oh man, you're gonna have issues going forward.
Don't wash the mug with soap ever. You might be tempted every now and again to give it a good soak. Don't. You will lose all the flavoring. Respect from your... Oh, okay, this is good. This is a good line from the militarytimes.com. You will lose all flavoring, respect from your near peers, and any chance at an honorable discharge from the U.S. Navy. So they take it very, very seriously here. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
This is Tim.
Tim, what's up, man?
Dizzy, is John smelling good today? Is he walking like a new man?
Oh, I do have the new cologne on today.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I don't know what my swag level is, but if you want to come over here,
can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
Is it Creed Adventist?
It is a knockoff of that.
It's the cheaper version.
Yes. That
Gotcha.
bottle,
Okay,
I
it's
found
really good
some.
cologne.
Yeah, the bottles that I saw of that were over $100. This cost me $25. So
$495 for that.
yeah,
thing?
so
well,
this,
the one you didn't buy.
This cost me $25, and yeah, just reading the comments on or the reviews on Amazon are like, I bought this at Venice Creed for years, and I've switched to this, and nobody knows the difference.
Really, I'm gonna come over there.
Yeah, come over there and get a little whiff. Come over there and get a little close. Yeah, dude, Dizzy doesn't usually like to play games like this with me. He doesn't. Don't get too close. I'll grab you. I'll roughhouse with you. Maybe a little on the wrist, a little just. It's kind of all over me.
Okay.
Give me a hug. Just give me a hug. Oh, you smell good too. You smell like a barber shop. I like that. I don't know if that's good. No, it is good. You got like that clean. People pay big money for that like old school barbershop smell. You smell very clean. Powdery.
I didn't smell it really when I was hugging you, but when your wrist went up, I smelt it. It smells good.
Yeah, I didn't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
I never want to be like cologne guy that is like making eyes water when I come through. But
you didn't ask her brother-in-law about like the tips on using it. Like,
No.
you're like, did you give it a quick spray?
No.
Is it one spray and rub your wrist?
Well, because I think he's former military and he could probably kill me. Probably got a dirty ass coffee mug. He might have overdone it a little bit. He smelled very nice, but like it was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was enough. I mean, hey, the
it was
amount
enough
of
it got your attention.
well, and I will say the amount of people I got hit up at least 20 to 30 DMs asking for the details. Multiple women.
Yeah.
What is this? Can I get it for my man? Tell me what it is. So I know that this company is seeing a bump on the Amazon orders today.
For me, I think the key is when you're wearing a good cologne, you don't want to walk by and it just smells like you. I think there's something to someone like getting in close, whether it's shaking your hand or a girl hugging you, and they go, "Oh, you smell good."
You smell good, yes. Not, I think it was.
Not like you leave the room and they're like, "Damn, was John just in here?" That's too much.
It was a little much. I think it was it. Who was it? I think it might have been JP. It might have been you guys yesterday talking about those old women that are so have no self-awareness to the point to where you can be sitting next to a woman and it's choking the life out of you. Like
yeah.
I've had to move seats at a restaurant before because and I'm sorry, it happens to be older women. Maybe their nasal passages are just gone to hell, but you sit down and you're just breathing it in.
That's why I won't go to Village Inns.
Yeah.
It just smells like old lady.
I thought you
perfume.
said you love Village Inns. But it's the old ladies keeping you away?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would be there every day.
Or was that a Villages joke?
What's the Villages? Oh, is that the...
That's where all the old people
the swingers?
live. That would have been a... Yeah.
Is that where Ian lives? Right?
Double-ended...
That's where Ian lives.
Ian? Is that an old... Is that a...
Lives in the Villages.
Well, no, it's not really the villages, but that is a version of the Villages, that spot he lives in?
Yeah, very horny neighborhood.
Oh, dude, Ian, you think Ian's just breaking backs every night of the week with just old cougs coming by?
Yes.
Dude, he's the neighborhood bull, dude.
Yeah. The Beckles blowout.
Oh,
that's
dude.
when he just blows the back out.
Beckles the bull blowout bonanza. You'd give him the 3 knocks on the back door, and Beckles comes through, and...
he loves it up there, and you can see why.
It's close to his spot too, right? Like he's right on the water. Yeah,
He'll ride his bike over to the spot sometimes.
For his setup, I think he's got a golf cart too, right?
Yep.
You got a golf cart. You could come to and fro your own business. You're right on the water. You got old cougs to plow every night. I mean, dude,
with no attachments too. It's not like they're like, oh, now come over and hang out. Let's watch Murder, She Wrote. No, come over, blow my back out, go home.
Ian's got it figured out. That's all there is to it. So I'll be posting. I got nothing to show, to be completely honest with you.
Good.
So I'm now, when did I start this venture? I'm probably 4 days in.
Well, no, you restart because Danielle watched the cup.
She did. Well, that was a tricky situation too, because it was like it wasn't even soapy water. You know, like sometimes when there's just dirty dishes and there was like a bowl that had water in it and it just ended up in there. So essentially, you're right. But I did soak it in coffee last night. And that was a point of contention last night. Went to bed because you're really going to let that soak in coffee all night.
Yeah.
I said I've got to make up for what you undid. I've got to right the wrongs that you've committed on my cup.
I got to be honest. I don't know if he still is because he uses I think more tumblers and stuff now. My pops used to be a seasoned mug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I would remember we would go grab mugs and I'd go, oh, throw this out. I don't know if it was just it would stain stuff like that or if he was just literally.
I bet you he was a seasoned mug kind of guy. Yeah, that makes me feel better. He's an olive man. He's a seasoned mug guy.
Oh man, yeah, you guys have a lot in common.
You gotta invite me to the cookout,
both full time,
dude.
It's just so much to talk about in comedy.
Actually, maybe he can sit in for you one day.
Yeah.
He sounded pretty cool right now. I mean, he won't trash my ventures. Or trying to season a coffee mug.
Won't shame me for making money.
No, you don't have this always just peering eyes on me, just wondering if
pocket
you're
watching.
secretly want to kill me at any given moment. I have a couple things. I don't know if I want to save one of the other things for later, but I overstepped with my coyote. So it's been a passion of mine since we saw the coyotes. I tell everybody that I see in the neighborhood. Okay, it's just what I do.
John, be a Karen.
It's a Karen thing. You want to know what's funny now is that everybody knows that
in the neighborhood Karen.
Well, I say it to people. Like I will say, like there was a. Let me throw this scenario at you. Just to sidestep the coyote thing for a second. So got a new neighbor up the street, hell of a dude. Like we have hit it off immediately. Young guy, young wife, young kids, like just cool guy. So probably like 2 weeks ago, we walked by his house and his dog is like chilling in the front yard. And I walk by and I'm like, his dogs are insanely well behaved.
Yeah.
Like we walk right by with Brody and this dog's just like looking at us like, hey, what's up? But I can tell in my mind, I'm like, I don't think he would have just left his dog in the front yard.
Okay.
So Danielle, I go, I'm going to go knock on his door. And Danielle's like, John, seriously, like they're right there inside. If they thought their dog was missing, they'd be looking for it.
Yeah.
She now is on your team with the mug, with me being a Karen, wants me to tone it down. So finally I knock on the door and I go, I'm really sorry. My wife says that I'm a Karen. I'm like, but your dog is out here. And he was like, oh my God, oh my. And of course, he didn't know his dog was out there.
Yeah.
It was a big special moment that I helped find the dog. But now when I do see him, he's like, how's my favorite Karen doing?
Yes.
So then, I saw his wife last week and I'm like, these damn coyotes are out here now. So it's become a bit of a, people know. My other neighbors know that I'm a Karen.
What have they said when you tell them about the coyote? You're like, oh my God, that's crazy. Blah, blah, blah.
I will tell. Sometimes I feel like my own level of excitement about the coyotes. I wonder if everybody else is on the same page, or they're just like, it's a coyote, dude. Get over it. Thus far, everybody's energy has been matched properly with my like oh my God, and dude, they're back. They're every night, dude.
Yeah.
They were back last night. They were back the night before. We had a lady post on the neighborhood Facebook page this morning saying that she had two come up on her at like 8:00 this morning on the street over from us.
Oh wow,
something is going on.
They're getting brave.
Whether it's the cold, whether it's mating season.
Yeah, that was my thing. I thought it was the cold because we never heard you talk about this till it started getting chilly.
And I never had seen them or anything about it. But I believe I crossed the line yesterday. At least according to my wife, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna get a knock on my door from an angry neighbor.
What'd you do?
Because I may or may not have.
You didn't feed it.
No. It's not that bad. But I may. So there was some kids outside, and they were probably like.
Here we go.
They were playing in their front yard, and they were
theirs. Okay.
Yeah, and they were probably like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know how old they were exactly. But I was walking by and I was like, you guys need to be careful out here. There's coyotes. They'll come and eat you.
Oh, my God. You can't say it like that, John.
And they were so terrified. Like they all looked at each other, screamed, and then ran inside. Like they were worked into such a frenzy and they all just ran inside. And
what did you do?
I did.
You ran inside too, guys.
Well, I stood outside for a second, like wondering
if the parent was going
to come out and say something. Nobody came out of the house, but I when I got back home, I said, "Yeah, I think I just freaked these kids out." And I was like, "Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you tell them that?" I thought they seemed old enough to be able to handle it. I didn't know they were going to have a complete meltdown. But I think it was my final line that I said, yeah, I think I said something. They were like, oh, wow. I said, yeah, I saw one right over by your yard yesterday, so be careful. You don't want to get eaten. And when I said that, they all looked at each other like, what? like just completely mortified terror. And I think I heard last week.
In your effort to make the neighborhood safer, you're actually causing more terror.
I'm terrorizing the neighborhood. You can't really and I think I know the parents, but I think the lesson to be learned here is that you shouldn't talk to kids.
Yeah, well, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's I heard Mike,
especially with their parents not present.
Yeah, I heard them debating that last week on the morning show because I don't know if Mike talked to a kid or something, and everybody was in agreement like you can't talk to anybody else's kid.
Yeah,
and the thing is that I'm just kind of a kid at heart, so sometimes I feel like I can relate more to a kid than I can an adult. So for me to be like, hey, watch out, the coyotes are coming. Like I was just vibing with the crew.
Yeah.
But it turns out I may have taken it too far and scared everybody.
And what day was this?
This was yesterday.
Oh, okay. So we'll see if we'll see them out again today.
Yeah. Well, and we're gonna find out if the parents come knocking on my door.
I'm surprised you didn't go over and be like, "Hey, my bad. I was trying to warn your kids, and I feel like I scared them. My bad."
I thought about it, but I also thought, maybe it wasn't as bad as it seemed.
Yeah, these things tend to work themselves out sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
and they were probably just like, "Oh, don't worry, he was just a crazy homeless man. He don't wonder what he's got going on. He's crazy."
Meanwhile, they go, Karen John again.
Yeah,
now he's scaring my kids, creating fear.
You will be proud of me, maybe at least a little bit. I've wanted so badly to post about the coyotes on the Nextdoor the Nextdoor app, which is where all the Karens go.
Surprised you haven't started with that.
Well, the truth is I did start with it, but then my video was too big to upload, so then I kind of just got sidetracked from it.
How long of a video do you need to prove there are coyotes walking in the neighborhood,
I didn't
John?
do any editing or anything. I just had the one piece of raw footage. That was
How long was it?
I showed it to you. I don't know. It was like maybe a minute or something.
That's way too long. You need to post a whole minute of the coyotes roaming?
To me, there's levels to it. I mean, they're walking down the street, then they're walking in the yard. They walk right by me. I mean, I thought it was a pretty important video. But
you couldn't just put it of them in the yard of someone and be like, hey, these things are getting out of control. They're roaming all around. You're like, I got to post a whole 60-second clip.
I could have just done a picture.
That would have even been better. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I didn't do it. I didn't post anything.
Okay.
So, but I've been wanting too bad.
Yeah.
Especially
getting the itch.
It is, especially that lady this morning when she posted about the coyotes on the road coming up on her dog. I wanted to be like, everybody watch out. They're out there every night. Don't let your guard down. I told you I'm walking with a baseball bat now, which feels aggressive.
I thought Danielle shut that down.
No, she didn't like it at first, but I've pushed through. I mean,
okay.
So normally I would always be in charge of the leash. I'm a leash man.
Yeah.
Now she holds the leash at night, and I just kind of walk circles around everybody with the baseball bat to make sure that there's no coyotes coming for my crew.
Now, I know you're not a walk with your phone guy with Brody. Do
Never.
you do it now with the coyotes roaming, just in case?
I keep it on. I keep that thing on me. I keep that thing on me.
Around the hip, just in case?
Unless I need to fire up a video that I can then post to Nextdoor. But you are right. I don't like to be on my phone, but I've been carrying it more just to make sure that I get the footage that I want to get.
Keep that thing on me.
I've got to. There was one more thing I wanted to mention before we go to break. Ooh, I know what it was. Watched something insane last night on Netflix that I think there was a minute there where you were getting into the true crime stuff.
Yeah.
And you might know this story. And for as much as I've been invested in things like this over the years, I couldn't believe that I didn't know more about the story. Do you know anything about Elizabeth Smart?
Is this on Netflix?
This is on Netflix. So Elizabeth, I think the show is called Elizabeth, but
yes, I started watching. If it's the same thing, is it the one with the girl with the sister in the room?
Yes,
I started watching that, and it was late at night, so I knew I was like, if I stay invested in this, I'm gonna be up at till 3. Yeah. I got to stop. So funny.
I know that this story captivated the country for a period of time, and I can't recommend the documentary enough, but it is truly one of the, how do I say? Like, it's so close to the storyline of a horror movie.
Oh, really?
Like what?
You watched the whole thing?
I watched this whole thing, and it's a one and done. It's like
it's
an hour
like
and 40
an hour
minutes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I want to say, I don't want to give away spoilers, but it's a huge news story, and a lot of people know it. This 14-year-old girl, a man came inside their house. They were a rich family. They live in Salt Lake City.
They're like a Mormon
Mormon
neighborhood.
family, Mormon family. And this dude comes in their house, into their bedroom, and takes this 14-year-old girl in front of her 9-year-old sister.
Yeah.
And
threatens to kill her if she makes any noise. Yeah.
And who took her and what they did with her is truly something from a horror film. This guy thought he was like talking to God. Like, he essentially thought he was out there doing God's work.
Yeah.
And he kidnaps her. He takes her back to a camp in the woods where his wife is.
Oh, man.
They dress in these white gowns with their faces covered. He was actually taking her to town. So, I mean, I don't know how long it ended up being.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh,
so they were.
Said it in a weird way.
Well, I don't know what you thought I meant, but he was doing that too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, horrific.
Really?
Freaking horrific. I mean, it's a tough watch. Spoiler alert, they find her.
Yeah, well, you know right away because they show in the beginning that she's telling.
She's alive.
Because I remember watching that. I go, okay, well, at least she gets back home. And it's like the trail it goes on to, like, oh, we think it's this guy who worked on the house.
A lot of people. And the craziest part, and this is a wild spoiler, but the younger sister, they had done all these different things. They had interviewed a million times. They tried to get her to hypnotize her to try and figure out if she could remember something. Out of nowhere, I think it was like 9 or 10 months later, she said she was reading through the Guinness Book of World Records book, and it popped into her head.
Oh, really?
A name popped into her head. And they had this.
And it was the name.
It was the name.
Oh, wow.
And the family had went down to the city, and they were approached by a homeless guy like a year before.
Yeah.
And
the family of the
the girl who was abducted. So they meet this homeless guy. He gives the wife his number. They then have this guy come do work on their house.
What?
So he had worked on the house one day for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And 9-10 months later, this little girl remembered his name and remembered that was the voice that she heard in the bedroom. And it's a wild story. I was not very well versed in it. She was she did eventually come home, and how they found him and her. It's an insane story. But he did terrible things to her.
I'm going to finish watching because I got to the point where they had thought it was a contractor that he got through the church.
Who was also like a violent criminal.
Yes, and they're like, but all accounts, the younger girl was like, he was the nicest guy, actually. He was actually pretty cool. And she was convinced because everyone thought the opposite. It has to be this guy, And she's like, it's not him.
She's like, it's not him. I know that was not who was not in my bedroom. They thought it was the family.
Yeah.
They thought it was, at one point, they think it's the uncle.
Yes.
Because the uncle went on TV and was acting like an idiot.
That was insane.
He was on TV. He's like, this is really it's a beautiful story if you really think about it. And it's like, what?
A passion and stuff. It's like, what is this guy talking about?
This guy talking?
The dad had to be committed because they thought it was him for a second. Yeah. It drove him crazy.
It is wild when it comes to crimes, how much time they have to spend like interrogating and ultimately ruling out the family.
Yeah.
And it is the family often. But I watch something like this and I go, you spent all of that early time looking at the family. That could have been time that you were looking in other places, or maybe could have. And oh man, this one's rough. She could hear them. They were looking in the woods for her. She could hear them calling her name.
They
got like the people that were looking for her got so close. Like they were in the woods, not super far from her house, camped out for the majority of the time that she was missing.
Was she just held
She was held at knife point.
Oh,
and she said,
so they're like, don't make a noise type thing.
I'm giving away everything in this. I'm giving
You
it away.
always do.
I always do. But it's also a news story, so it feels like I'm giving away less. Still watch the documentary. So he brought her down to town one time. They wear these white face coverings and white gowns, made the women
like
wear
blanket, like
pretty
MJ's
much.
kids.
So they go into the library, and a cop comes up to him and he goes, I'm a homicide investigator. We have a missing girl. I need the young lady here to take off her face covering because we want to make sure it's not this Elizabeth Smart. And the guy goes, oh, I'm so sorry. That would go strongly against our religious beliefs.
And that's all it took?
Dude, the guy gave up. And literally, she said the wife who was in on it was like squeezing the hell out of her leg so that she wouldn't say anything. And multiple times the cops pretty much found them and they walked.
Every time they walk up and go, oh, it's just you guys and your happy family. Never mind.
It's a crazy, one of the wildest true crime stories I've ever heard. And thank God that girl is still alive. But she went through just horrific stuff.
And it's funny because as they start telling this documentary, that's one of the things they say early on. We're like, this is something straight out of a movie and blah,
blah, blah. It really is.
And usually when you hear that, you go, all right, you're just trying to sell this documentary. Hearing a lot of the stuff I haven't got to yet, I'm like, yo, I got to finish this.
It really, really, really is ripped from a scary movie. Like when he got her to the camp, the wife took all of her clothes off, gave her like a sponge bath, put her in this like it was just, it feels like something not from reality. Something that
and they were both so crazy. They thought the Lord was telling them this is what they had to do.
He was like, I hate to do these things to you, but the Lord has forced me to do all of these things. It's a crazy story. Watch it, Elizabeth. It's on Netflix. But I pretty much spoiled it, so maybe save it for next time. All right, don't go anywhere. We come back. People be getting scammed all the time, and it takes a lot to perk my ears up when it comes to an online scam. This one is local. happened in St. Pete, and it just shows how vicious and heartless scammers are, and just another PSA on something you got to look for. If your dog goes missing, which could be one of the worst moments of your life anyways, just know that you're primed to be a victim. And I'll give you the details of what happened in St. Pete. It's that thing. Coming up next on more Senning Show. Make sure you're listening. 2 o'clock, we're giving away $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. And at some point in the next hour, I will make the announcement. I heard they were trying to get a hold of me this morning and couldn't. I will announce within the next hour whether or not I'm going on the cruise. So keep it locked right here.
Let me go. I'm running for the last train. I'm running for the last train home.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and Beanbag Share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
3 or 4 night cruises from $199 plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Spectrum TV fixed TV and combined all your favorite sports streaming apps with live TV.
32, Blue 32, hot height. It's only more Hail Marys.
It's only more bottom of the ninth magic.
It's only more slow motion replays.
It's only getting all the sports with over 100 hours worth of streaming apps like ESPN, Fox One, Tennis Channel, Peacock, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Right now, trade up and drive into 2026 for less. They aren't waiting. Get their best offers on new Chevys right here in the new year. They'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. Keep the cash or use the trade up and save even more. Start 2026 behind the wheel of something new before the best are sold. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-619-3377. That's 800-619-3377. 800-619-3377.
Bolts fans, score a one-of-a-kind Lightning football jersey with the purchase of a ticket pack to the Lightning game on Thursday, January 29th versus the Jets. It's the perfect attire for the Navy Federal Credit Union Stadium Series game. Go to TampaBayLightning.com/ticket packs to get yours today.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Senning Show. We got your chance at $1,000 coming up in 20 minutes. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. Holla at your boys. 800-771-1025. You can find us on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Shout out to my man's Corey Cardinal. The only other person in this building, at least, that knows the pain that we were put through this morning. Another day, Diz, where I showed up and they put this workout on the screen. I go, that's physically impossible. That's not. He called it the 10 days of Christmas. So you start with running 200 meters, and then you add in, so that you start with 200 meters, then you do, I don't want to run through all of the workouts, but then you do like these 2 box planks. Then you go back and you run 200 meters again. Then you come back and you do 3 lunges. Then you do the 2 box planks. Then you run the 200 meters. Then you come back and you do 4 thrust squats. And there's 10 different movements. And every time you go back from the 10th, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, finish it with the 200 meters, and then keep doing that over and over. So you're doing them all. And by the end of it, I didn't cry, but I wanted to cry. Like my body was, I texted Corey earlier and I just texted him WTF after I got done with it. He said, my body is still shaking. It hurt a lot.
Listen, every time you go do the 200 meters, go do the things, and you get back to the 200 meters, just go like this, feel in your beard, and go, do I really want to lose that feeling? No. Do you think Pat Maroon's doing the 10 days of Christmas?
No, he's not. He's definitely not. But it is funny because I told Lloyd at the gym, I said, dude, this feels like too much work. I'm losing too much weight doing this. I said, I gotta start doing this next week.
Yeah.
So these are pounds I could be shedding next week.
What did he say when you said that?
He did not buy into that. He said, no, you're wrong. This is you're gonna have the ball rolling already by the time, that you're gonna be ahead of the game.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a point, because if you're working on this stuff now, by the time you get there to next week, you're going to be burning calories and stuff faster because your body's metabolism is building and stuff. So.
And I know that Monica always says she likes running in the cold. Keep in mind, I don't run. I haven't run in forever.
Yeah.
Dude, running in the cold, brutal. Like, it was just, I felt like my lungs were
harder to breathe.
They were burning.
Yeah. See, I don't like to run in the cold, or I'd rather do the treadmill if I'm doing anything like that.
Yes. Running is, it's not a big man's game, that's for sure.
I'm watching on the movie. Drop the top of Scott and you know I'm in the
Let's take this call real quick, and then I'm going to dig into that thing, which is an insane local story out of St. Pete. Some people's dog went missing, and scammers turned that into an opportunity to take advantage of them. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
What's up, guys? This is Jason from Sarasota. How you doing?
We're doing pretty good, man. What's going on down in the 941?
Oh, just cold like everywhere else. We're slowly warming up. I guess it's nice the sun's out at least. But so I was calling you because I thought of this. I know about the Elizabeth Smart thing, and it's not about the show itself. It's about your spoilers. I think you're one of the best spoilers out there. You spoil all kinds of stuff. You're a great storyteller, and now I don't have to watch that. And I think you should make it a bit and spoil at least one thing every week.
Sending spoilers.
I know people hate it, but I love it.
I know that I do. I'd like to try to defend myself because I hate spoilers so much, but I'd like to think that I do it in a tactful way.
You do, but it's the same. So when I did the after show, I would get so many texts from Mo complaining because I did the same thing. I would have something I want to talk about, and I would end up saying so much about it. He goes, "Man, you just told everything." I go, "But you enjoyed it, right?" He goes, "Yeah, but now I can't watch the thing."
And the thing is, too, is that like that. Yes, there are finer points to the documentary that maybe people didn't know about, but this was ripped from the headlines. This is a story that took place in 2002, so I didn't know about it, and maybe that's what made it so great for me. But, hey, Jason, what part of Sarasota are you in?
I live off of University, so like North Sarasota.
Okay.
University and Fruitville, like between there.
I popped up from a dead cold sleep last night, remembering that I didn't pay off on a tease, and you being from Sarasota gives me an opportunity to bring it up. The Circle K in Nokomis, if you've gotten any gas from the Circle K in Nokomis over the past like week or 2 weeks, it was bad gas, and I guess the state is investigating, and a bunch of people had their cars ruined or had to take it to the shop because of that that Circle K down there.
I heard about it
on Tamiami. So
I think they had diesel.
Yes.
I think they accidentally put diesel in it or something like that. That would suck.
Yeah, so it messed up a bunch of people's cars, but I meant to bring it up during the joints, and I never got to paying off my teas. So thank you for helping me get to that, even if you are calling me out for my spoilers.
No, I love the spoilers. I think you should do it every week, once a week.
Thank you. Well,
I agree. I think you should post what you're going to spoil before. So, like, on the weekend, maybe on Friday, on Saturday, go, hey, this is what's going to get talked about Monday. You have Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but then people are going to active. But then you're giving people an active reason to not tune in.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying,
see what
like,
you're saying,
if it was on their list to watch and they know at 2:30 on Tuesday, I'm going to spoil. That's why I got to keep them a surprise. Surprise! You spoiled. You spoiled.
I'll tell you this. Spoiling it. Watch the Anaconda movie with Paul
you did?
Rudd. Fell asleep.
Oh, really?
It is bad.
I've been waiting for it to get a better version on my balls box.
Check it, because they do. Because I checked it literally last night and it had a good version. DVD quality. I'm watching it. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it looks a little painful.
It looked silly, dumb for me. Turns out, just dumb.
Just less silly, less funny, more dumb. A couple in St. Petersburg has been scammed out of nearly $2,000 in bogus vet bills. They say they fell for it because the scammers took pictures of a lost dog they posted online. And I try not to shame the victim of a scam ever. It's getting harder and harder to shame the victims of scams just because not everybody's mind has caught up to thinking about that. So there's a tiny gap in the backyard fence. It was all that the German Shepherd puppy named Hazel needed to send dog trainers Michelle and Dennis Marita into a frantic search last week. They said she squeezed just enough. She slipped right through, and we looked on the cameras. She went through the neighbor's yard, but it didn't matter by that time because we couldn't find her. So they do what most people do now, and they post pictures of her on Facebook and Nextdoor. Shout out to Nextdoor, Nextdoor Strong, seeking help. Later that night, this is go get a job. That's my tip of the day for these scammers. Like, you're putting in so much work to be a criminal and to take advantage of people at their worst moment. So later that night, put yourself in their position. Their little puppy, their German Shepherd puppy is missing. They're mortified. They're scared. Later that night, they get a call from someone saying that it's the St. Pete police. They tell them that their sweet puppy dog was hit by a car and needs surgery. So they had a location for where it happened, which happens to be very close to where they live. And here's where it'll really start blowing your effing mind. Then they start getting pictures of the dog in the vet's office.
Yeah, saw the story. It's insane.
With a woman in scrubs behind her. So she looks like she's being prepped for surgery on a table.
Little paw is wrapped up.
And she's in a vet's office. In their desperation, they believed it.
Yeah.
And they sent who they thought, I don't know exactly who they thought it was.
So they said a person called acting like they were a cop, and they're like, "Hey,
so it's a
dog's
cop,
been hit.
but were they
I'm going to
sending the
switch you
money
over to the vet. The vet's going to talk to you." And then the vet talked to them, and they said, "We're going to need this money,
$1,900."
And he goes, "Let me get my credit card." He goes, "Hold up, we're a nonprofit. We don't take credit cards," which I don't think that's a thing. And he goes, "But like if you have Zelle or it wasn't Cash App, Zelle or something else, Venmo, we could help you."
So they send the picture, they send the money. According to these people, it all sounded legit. We said, "Can we come see her?" And the person questioned if they had been abusing the puppy, sending them, putting them on the defensive and distracting them from being skeptical. So the person who was on the other line, who I guess maybe was acting like they were from the vet's house, was like, we're concerned that you're abusing this dog.
Oh,
so
wow.
then they go, no. And they say, "Can we come?" And they're like, "Not tonight, tomorrow morning, 9:30, you can come." But imagine this moment. You've sent the money off. You think your dog is in emergency surgery. They get up to go visit the dog. When they walk outside, the puppy is sitting inside their golf cart.
Yep. I think what happened too, though, I don't think the money went through. I think it said that Zelle or whoever went, it flagged it and it was pending, so it didn't go
so it
through.
Did, oh.
So thankfully, I don't think, because I think it was like $2,100.
$1,900.
$1,900, yeah. So, and the dog was, like you said, it was just sitting there. Because the people probably go, "Oh man, we're flagged. We're not going to get the money. Now it's a hostage situation. Let's get rid of the dog." Has to be someone close to them, like in the neighborhood that they knew. Send it back to the house. It'll stay out there. We're good to go.
I don't think so at all.
You don't think so?
No, I think all you needed to do was go and find the post. Like if this is something you're going to be into, you just start perusing next door. You find out where the dog went missing from. You have a picture of the dog.
Yeah.
You then take the dog picture they posted, put it through AI, tell them where they found it because their address was probably on most of those next door posts. Tell you where they happened.
It found, contact, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, area pet hospitals telling 10 Tampa Bay News they will never ask you for an emergency payment over the phone. So just so many new little different ways that people want to scam you. According to the Federal Trade Commission, scams that impersonate well-known businesses and government agencies are among the top reported. In 2023 alone, reported losses to the scams topped $1.1 billion.
Listen, I love a good scam, and not that I'm like, "Oh, yeah, go for it." But I'll be like, I'll hear something and go, "That's good. That's a good scam." I hate that they got someone, but if you're going to do it, that's the way to do it. This was not it to me.
At some point, there's just going to be so many. I think we're already headed in that direction. Nobody will know. Take out the scams. Nobody will really know on any given day what's real and what's not real.
Yeah, it's kind of like, remember you got scammed. Well, you didn't because you didn't fall for it, but they're like, "We got you on video," or like whatever. Remember it was early on in the Senning Show? Someone reached out and they're like,
"Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I think it's going to come to a point where people are going to hit up like maybe a guy and be like, "We're going to send this to your wife." And it's
a video of you plowing a lady,
exactly.
but it's AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, pay us or it's going to her. So what do you want to do? And people are going to go like, business guys who probably are cheating, they're going to go, "Oh my God.
I'll just pay them."
Yeah, I'll pay this and not have to deal with this anymore.
Or you pay them and then it all comes out and then your wife thinks you're cheating and you sent the money.
Oh,
because
man.
they're like, "Why would you send the money if you weren't really cheating?" You're like, "Do you see this video? Look how good it looks."
It's like, I was convinced.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Drew, what's up, guys? I love the show from Sarasota.
What up, Sarasota? Drew, you sound a little downtrodden. Were you scammed?
No, man. I was just trying to give a helpful tip to pet owners.
Okay, please do.
I have 2 Akitas, and they're expensive dogs. It's a crazy breed. If you're not familiar with them, you better get familiar because they're a different breed. But one thing when they were pups that I had done was I put a chip in them. And a lot of times if your dog gets missing or whatever, you can call the company. The company will send you a link. You can link that up to your phone, and you can find the dog. You don't have to post pictures.
Oh.
Secretly, yeah. So you can
or go to the vet, because a lot of people go to the vet to the vets track it for the most part, right? I hate to say this because I'm such
It depends on the company.
Brody's not chipped.
He's not chipped?
Is that unbelievable? People cannot believe that when I say that. Yeah.
That's insane.
It is insane.
Chaco was chipped, and when I got them, no one picked him up. It's like, no one's picking up their dog that's chipped.
Yeah.
Which I also think it's people who just breed a lot of them. Like,
And
whatever, one got out.
And some do it right when they fix them or when they're puppies. And not my proudest thing ever, but
is it because he's just so much near you that you're like, he's probably never going to get out?
The idea of him, as we went on in life, like the idea of him running away became such a impossibility that I think that's where the amount of people that have their dogs missing on any given day is crazy. I'm not saying they're all bad pet owners because some dogs just want to run free, but it's shocking. Look at next door. It's just nothing but people whose dogs are missing.
And people are pretty good when they do find the dogs, especially because it's in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Usually your dog gets found.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy. Was there anything else today?
Yeah, man.
Can we cheer you up? Is there any way I can give you a little tickle, a little audio tickle to cheer you up? Because you sound a little sad today. Tickle, 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 goochie, goochie,
You can increase the temperature by a little bit if you can just throw your hand out there and pretend you're Bruce Almighty and just kind of raise the temperature.
Give that little nice smelling hand a little wave.
Oh, yeah. Just let me get
take some of that. Yeah, take some of that. There you go.
It is getting to be a little it's getting to be a little aggressive.
As you're moving around, you can smell too much?
No. I'm talking about the cold.
Oh.
Like we're in a place where like I go out at night and my skin hurts.
Yeah, well, don't come to my side now because you were so hard on.
I'm not on your
about
side.
getting this cold weather. Like, oh, it's so beautiful.
I'm not on your
we
side.
We want seasons. We want the cold.
We do.
It's kind of Christmassy. I want to put my lights back up. Now it's like too much.
I'm just saying the mornings are rough. Yeah. The nights are rough.
What I've learned, there's no winning with Karens.
Yeah, there is. I want it to. I want it cold, but
they're going to care about something.
I don't want it to be too cold. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Robert.
Robert, what up, buddy?
I had a little bit something to add. He said he likes a good scam. My wife's always told me a story, and it's the simplest thing in the world when it comes to dogs. She was in Miami when she was a kid, and her dad would go around and kidnap dogs, wait for them to put up a reward sign, and then take the dogs back and get the reward.
Oh, that's brutal, man.
I've heard the story. I've heard the story for the last 20 years. Her dad's passed away now and has been for a long time, but that used to be like a big thing that he would do down there on a regular basis.
What happens what happens if he doesn't get contacted? Does he just have a burial plot of all the dead dogs whose owners never came looking for him?
I don't think it ever went that far. She was kind of in the foster system, so she didn't know him that great. Hooked up with him a little later, but like I said, yeah, I've heard about it. Like ever since we've been together, she's always talked about how he would brag about basically making a living doing it in Miami back in the 70s and early 80s.
Damn, that is. I want to say it's a victimless crime, but I don't think that's true because you're stealing money from somebody. But it is a scam. It is a scam, and if the dog ends up back with its owner happy, I guess that's all that really matters. I don't think I can co-sign on. Can't we just keep the scams to humans only? Why do we? Is there not enough things you can do with just human on human activity that you have to bring dogs into it? Like I think there's still plenty of options to just. Like make people think that their wife's having or their husband's having sex with somebody. Like, I'd much rather you do that than fake a dog injury.
There was a David Spade movie, which you probably think of why you're watching that if he's the lead role, called Lost and Found, where that was the plot. But it wasn't because he was trying to get money. It's because there was a hot girl that moved in.
I remember that.
Yeah, and he took her dog.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And he was like, I'm going to help you find it. We'll figure this out.
I do remember that. Senning Show, you're live. Who am I speaking with?
Anthony.
Anthony, what's going on today, man? How are you?
I'm all right. How y'all are?
Doing pretty good. What's good?
Hey, man. Last month, man, they called me and said it was the Hillsborough County Sheriff Office, and I missed a federal jury duty, and they were going to come and get me. They wanted me to get $5,000.
Oh, my God.
And deliver it to them. I couldn't hang up the phone. They had to make sure they stayed on the phone with me. I had to drop all the people I had in the car off, and they monitored me for an hour, man. And they convinced me that I missed this jury duty, and I had to give them the $5,000.
Oh,
they were going to put me in jail.
So you gave it to them?
Nope. I was texting one of my buddies from college. He's an attorney, and I texted him. They sent me a form and everything with my name, Social Security on it, everything about me. And I sent it to my buddy from college. He said, man, that's a scam.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, and it's they know no bounds, man. And luckily you caught it before you sent off any money. But man, I would be all fired up. I'd be like, just let me be a juror. I'm ready, baby. Let me get my spot on the jury. So I'm glad you didn't get taken for your money, but just another lesson that you can't believe anything with your own eyes anymore. You gotta do a little bit of digging.
And here's the thing, man. The background noise sounded. I kind of like been in jail before, but the background noise sounded like the jail. They had sound effects, man.
Jeez, man.
I'm trying to say.
I mean, I'm sure you can do that. I'm sure you put it into an AI program where you're like, make it sound like I'm making this call from a jail or some variation of it. So, hey, man, but you beat it. You beat it. Wear that as a badge of honor, and I appreciate you sharing it with us, dude.
Roger that.
All right, have a good one. Oh, sorry. Goodbye. Don't go anywhere. We come back. A couple things I want to talk about. First, I want to touch on the phenomenon of releasing Super Bowl commercials before the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just come right out and say it. I'll give away the tease. I hate it. I hate that they do it. That being said, they released an early Super Bowl commercial that gave me a full-blown crying American boner. I won't say who it's from yet, but I watched it. I think a tear came to my eye. I got excited. I got emotional, and I'll tell you what it is, and we'll talk about sharing Super Bowl commercials well before the Super Bowl. And I'm looking for the biggest dick you've ever had, or the biggest dick you've ever met. Celebrity dick, that is. I've got a list of people's bad interactions with celebrities, and if you've got one, we'll give away some prizes as well.
JoJo Cullen, you want to go to Monster Jam?
No, she had a great interaction.
That's true.
No, she had the big... Never mind.
Okay.
More Senning Show on the way. Let's give away $1,000.
40 hours and I drive 40 more. 40 days in the desert just to wind up at your door. 40 ounces, 40 minutes, 40 days and 40 wait. 40 reasons that you're leaving and 40 more to say. Say why.
This hour's keyword is reward. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter reward before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. It's REWARD. Reward. Send it to your friends. Tell them how to get that word in and win that money. If you get a phone call from a number you don't recognize 30 minutes past the top of the hour, yo ass better answer it, because it could be our prize patrol letting you know that you won that cash money. If they do call you, make sure you shout us out. They give us the audio, and we love to play it, especially if you say something funny. Go get the money.
40 ounces of it at some truck stop in Ohio. Spent 14 days walking and another 40 high.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. 1025 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy shit you think about all day, every day? Like, if I got a time machine and traveled back in time, would it be gay if yourself? Well, you may think it, but we say it.
Well, that certainly sounds progressive.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Are you stuck staring at your W-2? Are tax refund worries holding you back? You probably have FOMO, the fear of messing up. The fix? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. It's time to overcome your fear of messing up and get your taxes done right. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on most beds with base. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at the Sleep Number store today.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Kick off the new year by impressing her with a timeless diamond from my friends at the Golden Diamond Source. And if you're ready to pop the question, you'll find the perfect engagement ring only at the Golden Diamond Source. If January is her birthday or your 2nd or 6th wedding anniversary, you can use the jewel garnet. Right now, you'll get 15% off January's birthstone garnet. And while you're at the Golden Diamond Source, discover the Emily Collection by Emily Johnson Weintraub, a sleek and modern jewelry line that makes every day's gift extraordinary. And if you have some old, unused gold that you haven't had on in a while, you can turn it into cash or a stunning new piece. With gold prices soaring, there's no better time to trade up. All you need to do is bring it into the Golden Diamond Source. Stop by and see them for all your jewelry needs, especially if you're thinking about getting engaged. No one has diamonds like the Golden Diamond Source. The Golden Diamond Source, 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater, and always online at goldendiamondsource.com.
Meet Naomi. She worries a lot about balance. Balancing her time between vet school and working at the vet clinic, balancing her social life when she has time for it, and of course, balancing her finances. So she banks with Mid-Florida, a local credit union who employs local Floridians, just like you, to help keep her budget on track and on balance. And those financial worries, looks like they've fallen off the scale completely. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Mid-Florida Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
Wondering if dangerous contaminants are in your home's water? Get Leaf Home Water Solutions today. We can't live without water, but we can take actions today to make it safer and healthier. Leaf Home Water Solutions is offering a free in-home water test. Just visit leafhome.com/free to schedule yours. With results from their advanced digital testing, Leaf Home Water Solutions can design a whole home system and expertly install it in as little as 1 day. With Leaf Home Water Solutions, you can feel confident that each drop of water from every tap and appliance is cleaner and safer for you and your family. We can't live without water, but we can take actions today to make our family's water safer with Leaf Home Water Solutions. Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
For the night for a dance, you know I'm a dancing machine. With the fire in my bones and the sweet taste of kerosene.
I'm getting very excited to see these guys Saturday night, Kings of Leon. I spent many years not understanding how good of a band Kings of Leon really is. Those days have changed. They're going to be taking over Benchmark International Arena on Saturday night. I've got some tickets. We're going to give them away in just a minute. This weekend big for many different reasons. If you're a Tampa Bay native, you know once a year you're going to wake up hungover, and you might just find yourself hungover in a pirate costume. The only way to kick off your day on Saturday is at the 7th annual Kegs and Eggs pregame invasion at McDinton Soho, presented by Michelob Ultra. Saturday, January 31st, all leading up to the big Gatsby Parade. We're going to have free breakfast and no cover from 9 to 11. And your first Michelob Ultra is on the house all the way up until 1 p.m. I know Carmen's going to be out there. DJ Eakin will be DJing all afternoon. Tons of beads. And it will also be your last chance to win your way into the Michelob Ultra Treasure Cove, the best spot to watch the parade. All the info is available at theboneonline.com. It's the Kegs and Eggs pregame invasion at McDinton Soho, only from 1025 The Bone. And I do have, I mentioned the Kings of Leon. Let me tell you what else I got. Stand by. Mike Olivero, always hooking it up prime. Update, breaking news, per an email from JoJo. If you missed the beginning of the show, there was sewage flowing through the hallways of CMG Tampa. It sounds like everything's been cleaned up, but did you read the email?
No, I didn't get to read it yet.
It sounds like I said I heard from a reliable source that somebody, maybe it was malfeasance, maybe somebody did this on purpose. And she does say in the email, do you have it in front of you? Could you possibly read it to the people?
So the whole thing?
Yeah, might as well.
The restrooms have been fixed and cleaned. You may use them again. As a reminder, this is a community space, so please be considerate of your coworkers. Please clean up after yourselves. Do not flush anything other than toilet paper, and double check that everything has gone down. There's a little black button on the back next to the sensor that can be pushed before you leave. Today was quite an inconvenience to many, but hopefully it won't happen again.
That to me means something got flushed down the toilet that was not something that should have been flushed down the toilet.
Got some insider information on what do you think that thing is?
I was told it was a towel. I'm telling you, the guy, came up with the guy who would know. And he told me that it was a towel. It got flushed down the toilet.
Oh, man. Well, I can tell you this. It makes sense to me.
You have a theory.
I have a theory.
Right.
Do we talk
No.
about
And I want to, but also I'm not trying to poke any bears around here. So
what are they going to do?
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Be like, you're still part-time. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, guys. Or they just might.
They're going to take me down with you.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want you.
You should never poke a bear, especially a
bear that's not on this station. I got you.
I was hoping you were gonna fill the blank. Yeah. So here's what I've got in the way of prizes. We got the Kings of Leon tickets Saturday night, Benchmark International. It's going to be a hell of a show. We also have passes to the Michelob Ultra Treasure Cove. So this is a legit spot. It's right along the parade route. Great view of the parade. We have those, and then we also, this is a big ticket as well. September 10th, Luke Bryan is going to be at the Amp. So all of those are possibilities. All you have to do, I guess, if you had a really good story and it was enough to pop the crowd, we would take it. But I'm looking for your biggest celebrity dick, not in the way that you might think. The celebrity that you met who was the biggest dick. And there was an article I happened upon this morning. The headline reads, Eli Manning is a butthole. 41 celebrity encounters that fans found very memorable, either for very good or for very bad reasons.
Oh, okay. So I do have one.
Okay,
and
good.
I've mentioned it before on air. Drake. I got to meet. You never heard.
I don't
this?
think
Never
I know
told
that,
this on
no.
the store? Okay, so when I was still living in Canada, I had went out. It was just me, my homeboy, 2 girls. We were eating at this restaurant, and this guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, don't want me to bother you guys, but Drake loves this restaurant," and you can see Drake. He's like outside in the car.
And is he big at this point, or is he still on the television show?
He's past the television show. This is still kind of like, so he was with Young Money at this point.
Okay, so
I
he's
think
coming
he
up
was
a little
fresh
bit.
with Young Money
Yeah.
on this thing. And he's like, Drake loves this restaurant. This is actually like his seats. This is where he loves to sit and blah, blah, blah. For whatever reason, they're like, would you guys mind switching over? And we'll comp your meal for doing all that and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, yeah, of course. Honestly, we were in the middle of our meal. So we were like, whatever, we're going to leave anyways. We're about to get a free meal. Yeah, let's scoot over. So we move over, and it was kind of far because they're not like sit right next to us. They're like, move
Get away.
over. Yeah, exactly.
Give the man a space.
So we go over and finish our meals. Dessert comes. This one little cake with 4 forks comes to the table, and we're like, oh, what's this? They're like, yeah, Drake got that for you. And we're like, oh, at this point, we're still like, all right, cool. So we're like, we're not even really want the cake, but we kind of eat it, whatever. And as we're getting near the end of it, a bill comes, and it's put down. And we're like, what's this? And they're like, it's your bill.
Because they said they were going to comp the meal.
And we're like, Drake said he was covering the whole thing. And they're like, no, he got you the dessert. And we looked, of course, the dessert's not on the thing. We're like, what?
That's funny.
And my boy's like, I got to say something. Like, what are you going to go say?
To Drake?
Like, yeah, like, when are you going to go over there? They're going to be like, tell you to go F yourself.
They're going to shoot you.
Yeah, so it was like, and, Drake's not an intimidating guy, but obviously as security, that's like, you're going to go tell them. How do you think this is going to play out?
That's funny, dude.
You're going to get beat up in front of us and these girls and get even worse situation than we're in. So we just
paid the bill?
took the L and we're like, all right, whatever. This guy's a douchebag. And honestly, since then, I never liked Drake. I was like, what a dude. Because the meal was like, let's say it was like maybe under $200. Like it was not expensive for 4 people. Where were we eating? It was just like, it was almost like
nothing.
a sports
Nothing
bar.
to Drake at that point.
Yeah, well, I don't even think we got drinks.
I think the restaurant should have picked it up. I mean, at that point.
Oh, well, it was in the restaurant that asked us.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, if they're
entourage.
going to even let it happen, like, what other restaurant would let somebody randomly tell somebody else that they want that table? Like, that would be bad business. I guess I imagine Drake's going to spend more money there over the years than you had. That's funny, dude. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Some of the names on this list that are shared is not good. And I see you calling. I'm going to take your phone calls right after this. We'll give away some prizes. 800-771-1025. I work in the industry and have met plenty of celebrities. About 95% of them are very nice and normal. The one I absolutely hated because of how much of a jerk she was J-Lo. Very rude, very dismissive, and had this attitude that she was better than everybody else. I'm not the only one who's had a bad experience with her. I have another friend who works at a high-end luxury jewelry store, and she too met J-Lo a few times and had nothing but bad things to say about her. This person I don't know that well. Jenna Fisher. She played Pam in The Office a long time ago in college. I worked for a celebrity photographer. We did tons of shoots. Everything always went smooth, except the most difficult person I ever worked with, Jenna Fisher, who was Pam from The Office.
Probably one of the most annoying characters too. On The
Office.
I
don't know enough about The Office to know anything about her, but I wouldn't have taken her for. She doesn't seem famous enough to be that big of a diva.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, hey, I'm the girl in The Office that's kind of annoying. You're like, oh, okay, I guess. She was in a couple movies. She was in Blades of Glory and stuff like that, but still.
Jared Leto is a narcissistic a-hole. He complains about every single thing and really enjoys being difficult. I think he does it for fun at this point, just to see people suffer. His assistant was the most miserable person I've ever met in my entire life.
I could see that. He looks like he'd just be a prick.
He's like, to me, there's celebrities, people that got famous for different things, and then there's like a celebrity who leans into being a celebrity. Like Jared Leto just seems like he loves putting himself on the pedestal and on the mountaintop and being better than everybody else. He's always at all the at the UFC fights. I think I saw him on Saturday night out there as well. One more, and then we'll take your calls. I was a flight attendant, and the captain asked me to get William Shatner's autograph for him. As soon as I said, "Excuse me, sir," he shook his People magazine right in my face and said, "I'm reading here." A few weeks later, we had Jim Belushi, and he was up front with me. A different captain asked me to get the autograph, and I told him no because the last time was so embarrassing. Jim Belushi heard me and busted out laughing and wanted to know who it had been that had been rude to me. I wouldn't tell him, but he was so happy to give the captain an autograph, and he was so nice to all of us. William Shatner, I can see being a dick.
I understand if someone's like with their family or like eating. Don't approach them. They're kind of just trying to be in their personal space and with their family, enjoy the moment. They don't want people coming and disturbing them for the most part. But like, other than that, I feel like you should be grateful for anyone that, like, as a celebrity that wants a little minute with you, like a little quick photo, whatever. People treat us like local celebrities, and you know, I'm very humble and very accepting of anyone who thinks I'm, you know, cool enough to get a photo with or like talk to. I'll always have time for it. I remember when I was with Nicole and we were at CC's and we were with the girls, we're hanging out, and I think she took them to the bathroom, and a guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, love you on air. Didn't want to come disturb you when you were eating, but like I just wanted to say big fan, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh my God, you were just creeping on me the whole time in the restaurant." I was like, "Come say hi anytime."
Security. Dude, you can't trust the security at CC's, dude. I'm telling you, man. That's why I stopped going there, is I was being mobbed all the time. It was just trying to enjoy my all-you-can-eat buffet, and people bothered me.
Have you ever, I don't know if you want to say, never mind. I was going to say, have you ever been somewhere where someone's like came up to you and you're like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
No, not really. Sometimes my biggest thing, my only pet peeve ever is concerts, because 99% of the time, if I'm at a concert, I'm extremely interested in the concert. I'm locked in on the concert. So if I'm at a show and then somebody says, "Hey," and we exchange pleasantries, that's fine. But then if it becomes like in my ear, like wanting to have a conversation about the station and the show when I'm clearly there to watch the concert, that's the only time where I can even remotely be bothered. But even then, I'm still gonna, you know, I'm still gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like it would take an unreal, unexplainable interaction for me to actually be upset with anybody.
I hear celebs a lot of the time get accosted at restrooms. They're like, as soon as I go to the restroom, someone will be like, oh, Jerry Seinfeld.
No, that is crazy.
That would be insane.
If I have hog in hand, like let's save it until I walk out the door.
I'm a big fan. I'd be like, of what?
Yeah. I'm just like, let me finish this thing real quick. I'm gonna be right with you.
Why don't you shake it for me, buddy?
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Cindy.
Hey, Cindy, what's going on today?
I have a celebrity dick story for you.
Oh, lay it on me.
I used to live in New Orleans, and I lived on the West Bank, so I had to take the ferry across the river every day, and then I had to walk to the trolley station. Well, it was about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going down Bourbon Street, and there's a hotel there, the Sheridan. And as I was walking in front of the hotel, a cab pulls up, and this guy gets out, knocks me over, looks at me, and says, "Bitch, watch where you're going."
Whoa!
I looked up at him, and it was Hank Williams Jr. Walked off his ass.
Oh, wow.
And I went,
gosh.
"Excuse me?" And he just sat there and looked at me, and he says, "You really need to stay out of people's way," and then just kept on walking.
What year was this? Like, I'm curious, like, how close to his heyday was this?
This was like 93.
Oh, man, that was probably about as popular as he had ever been. Not saying that's an excuse, but, oh, damn, you're telling me old Bocephus is a big old dick?
Yeah, but what was really funny is that the cab driver helped me up, and Hank Williams Jr. is my brother's biggest crush.
Yeah.
Okay? He named his dog.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
wow.
Oh, jeez.
So I told my brother, and I says, "Guess what happened?" And he goes, "What?" I says, "Hank Williams Jr. knocked me on my ass." He goes, Why? What did you do?
Oh, he was ready on his side.
He was ready to shrill for Hank Williams. He's like, you got to get out of Bocephus's way, baby. Cindy, you're the best. I'm going to give you something. Just hang tight on the line until the commercial. I'm going to hook you up with whatever prize you want, okay?
All right, thank you.
So we've got full phone lines, and in a moment like this is the moment where you wish you had a phone screener because the best celebrity story could be here, and we might not get to it.
Chase, get in here. Answer some phones for us, dog.
What I'm going to do is, it's the least you can do now that you're full time. I'm going to just ask you who your celebrity is. Okay, we're just going to do a quick on the fly screening process. Senning Show. Who was your celebrity?
All right.
Is this me?
Yes. Who was the celebrity?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, you really killed it.
Yeah.
I tried to set it up so well so that everybody would understand.
Bare minimum. Just tell us the celebrity.
Who was the celebrity? Senning Show.
Sinbad.
Who?
Sinbad.
All right.
Sinbad.
Hang tight. I do like Sinbad. Senning Show. Who was your celebrity?
Mike Calta.
Okay. Well. All right. I'm going to take that one. I have to take that one. Was this a bad experience?
Yeah. First time experience.
Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
Not a big deal, but we were at a Threshers game, and they had the tent set up, handing out 102.5 gear. This is probably like 2008. And Mike Calta was there under the tent with other people. Spanish was there. Spanish handed me a T-shirt, and I asked him, said, hey, when are you going to get your own show? And he said, I don't know. Ask this guy behind me, pointing to Mike. And I said, Mike, when is he going to get his show? He's like, why don't you go to your own effing show and you can hire him?
I mean, that's
kind of a good line.
I'd like to. I mean, I understand how it could have hit some sort of way, but I think he absolutely.
Yeah,
nailed
knowing
it.
Mike though, you didn't think at any point that this was just Mike being like funny and joking with you?
Not at all.
And I'm not saying that he was. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe he wasn't. Maybe it just hit him at the wrong time.
I'm not mad. He just that was my first experience meeting Mike.
You still a fan?
Absolutely.
All right, good,
see,
good,
all's
good.
on the up and up.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever shared this on the air before.
Oh, you had a bad Mike experience? Oh, yes. Here we go.
Dude, and the funny thing is, I mean, I don't think it can be said enough how much of a super fan of this station I was before I started working here.
Okay.
Like, I was a fan. I called Drew for a Take It Back Wednesday because he blasted me. Take It Back Thursday. He blasted me online because I asked him something about my fantasy team, and he said, nobody cares about your fantasy team, dude. And I said, I thought maybe asking the guy who has a show about fantasy football, maybe you'd care.
Oh.
So I called him up. We went through that. And then at one point, we traveled from Leesburg, where we lived, well before I lived here. And the funny thing about this is this was we went through it in some form or fashion. So we came out, they were doing this huge event at the fairgrounds where Pitbull Toddler was performing. There was like a big concert, and then Mike was running like some sort of like food stand. I don't remember who it was with. Maybe it was with Frankie from Cafe Chibo, but they were doing like beef sandwiches or something. And the other thing was X-Pac was going to be there. So we go out. I'm excited to meet X-Pac and Mike and have the food, and we didn't live close, so it was a big thing. And I just remember like him not giving me the time of day. Like essentially is what it was.
Yeah.
But then like maybe weeks or months or maybe even a year later, he was talking on the show and he wanted people who had bad experiences with him to tweet him and tell him about it. So I did. And he responded. And it was like a very, you know, it was like a healthy, good response.
This was Mike doing this
was
part.
Mike,
Yeah,
and he gave me an explanation about the day
really?
and how stressed out he was about the food thing and this and that, and they just were getting ready to play, and it obviously was water under the bridge long before I ever started working here. But it's just funny that guy brought it up because I at least thought I did back then.
You pissed Mike off and you pissed Drew up, but now you and Drew dock together.
And that is, look at all the look at how
full
far we've
circle.
come.
That character arc was great.
It really has.
Yeah, heated rivalries.
My my documentary one day is gonna be put Elizabeth Smart to shame. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, it's Fred.
Hey, Fred. Who's your celebrity?
So first of all, I got a double dick story. But first of all, Mike Calta, not a dick. Met him at a tailgate party.
nicest guy in the world. Said hi to him, shook his hand. Wonderful, wonderful guy.
Sweetheart of him.
Tell him to take that back. But anyway, double big story. I don't know how big the celebrity is. Craig T. Nelson and Mary Beth Steenburgen.
All right, I appreciate the call, but I got Sinbad on the other line. I mean, it's just like when I got Sinbad looming. Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
It's Charles, man. Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh, well, we know he's a dick.
Yeah, he's been a dick to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We have so many calls.
Yeah.
I just can't.
We got to pick and choose right now.
Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
John Michael.
John Michael? Who's your celebrity?
Paul Newman.
The salad dressing guy. Is he a dick?
Yeah. Well, me and the wife were it was the first or second St. Pete Grand Prix. We're at the Sheridan, coming down the elevators. Elevator stops. I'm like 6'3", 240. This guy recognized him. He's got a bodyguard with him. Guy must have been about 6'6", 280. Long story short, I had my racing pamphlet there. I'm like, hey, I'm a fan. Can I get an autograph? He turned around and looked at me. Don't do autographs. I'm like, God. So that's my big dick story.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't do autographs. And I mean, now.
We know sometimes why, though.
Because the people sell them?
Well, yeah, that. And like Pat said, he can't sign certain things, right?
Well, Paul Newman probably.
Yeah, he's a little different.
Well, unless he's like, I got rights. I can only sign bottles of my dressing or my veggie pizzas. I can't sign anything else. Let's go back to the Sinbad guy. Are you the Sinbad guy?
No, I'm not.
Oh, who's your celebrity? Yeah. I might have hung up on Sinbad guy.
Seth Rogen.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I got to hear this one.
Dude, Seth Rogen,
yes.
who I would
actually, I was born and raised in California. Me and my friend were cruising on Hollywood. It was on a Friday night.
How long ago was this? Like within his fame?
Oh my God, this was probably like 16 years ago, 17 years ago. It was right around Pineapple Express.
Okay, so he's a big name.
Yeah, he was around that time. So we're cruising around Hollywood in particular. We have a joint rolled up. So we're cruising. Hollywood Boulevard is like the scene around that time. And the roads are very narrow. So we're on like our second turnaround around the Hollywood Boulevard. And we hear like a alarm from the car go on. And it was Seth Rogen coming out of the car. And he put the alarm to lock his car. We seen him, and we were actually smoking this joint. And we were like, oh, my God, that's the guy from Pineapple Express. And he was like, yeah. And he tapped on our car, and he kind of told us to, like, keep going. Like, he didn't have time for us. He kind of kept, like, keep going. Like, so we were kind of starstruck at the moment. And we're like, that's the guy from Pineapple Express. Oh, my God. And we were shocked, and he just kind of shook us off, like, tapped the car.
You didn't want to smoke that joint? You didn't want to smoke that joint with you or anything?
Like, we were starstruck. We even, like, stay stopped. The traffic is very close, back to back, so the streets are narrow. So we kind of stayed stuck for a while. We were like, oh, my God, that was him, blah, blah, blah. After we drove for a while, we were like, screw him. He didn't pay attention to us. We were smoking this. We even, like, tried to pass it for him, and he, like, tapped the car.
Like, get out of here.
Move it along.
Yeah, but it was during that time. We were enjoying our little moment, you know, and we were like, it's Pineapple Express time. He was there. We didn't know his name, but we were like, is that guy?
That might have done
Maybe
it, too.
that's what it is. That
guy.
guy.
You don't know my name. You're not a true fan.
No. I'm sorry?
I said he's probably like, maybe he was like, oh, you don't even know my name. You just know me as the Pineapple Express guy.
But, you know, it was like the whole moment. It was like Pineapple Express, Seth Rogen. We were kind of like starstruck. We were like, here, you want some? He just kind of tapped, like, get along.
Move it along.
We were like, oh, no. In our cruise back on the PCH, we were like, you know what, screw him. We were being cool about it, and, you know, we were just butter. So
I can see him now. Between him and, thank you for the call, between him and Jonah Hill, I don't know who would
Jonah
be the
Hill
biggest
seems
dick.
like the biggest brick. I don't
Jonah
know
Hill,
why that's even up for discussion.
I don't know, because I feel like Seth Rogen's a dick, too.
Yeah, but I feel like Jonah Hill, even a lot of his peers don't like him. Like, remember when he did that roast, and then, like, everyone hated him?
What roast?
He was like rude about Sarah Silverman and stuff like that, like talking about like miscarriages and stuff or something like that. People were like, yo, Jonah Hill sucks.
Dude,
you don't remember that?
He's always battled. I think he hates himself, kind of. Like, he's skinny and fat and big, and I think he hates that people thought he was funnier when he was fat. Like, he seems like a tormented soul.
Yeah.
What time is it? 33. All right. It's also hard when Hank Williams Jr. knocked the first lady to the ground. It's hard unless a celebrity physically assaulted you. Let's do one more, but we're going to do it under Gong Show rules. If it doesn't get to it quick, we're going to hang up. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was a dick?
Yes, it was terrible, man. It was a Father's Day show. My kids had bought me a DVD WWE had just put out. and I took it there to have it signed. He was doing signings. When he signed it, and he wasn't joking when he said this. He says, I'll probably find this on eBay next week for sale, and throws it right back at me. He said, who's next?
Well, I mean, he's probably not wrong. Is that wrestlers, I think, have to deal with that a lot. People just want to sell them online. So you didn't probably watch wrestling at the time, did when Ricky the Steamboat showed up in the WWF, and he would come down. Like in WCW, he was straight-laced. He was a great wrestler. But when he came to the WWF, dude, he had like a big dragon thing around his head, and he would bring a big torch to the ring, and he would have his mouth full of lighter fluid or gas, and then he would shoot a big flame off the corner.
That's kind of cool, but it's also like, what is this, a circus?
Those are the good ones. Actually, funny you should say that's where professional wrestling started. Was
circus,
it a circus?
circus?
Yes. No,
Oh.
circus. It was initially a circus. And now look at there's fireworks and everything. He was ahead of it. He was ahead of pyro. He was shooting it right out of his his gullet. All right, let's step aside for a second. Cindy, line one, I got you. I'm gonna get your prize straightened away momentarily. When we come back, got a little abbreviated Fat Boy news. I love a map that breaks down the favorite anything based on state. Diz sent me a map that has all of the United States of America's favorite fast food locations. It even says on it, it's based on Google searches and trends and a bunch of stats. It even says these might not seem real, but based on what people are looking up, it's supposedly real. You won't believe what it says Florida's favorite fast food establishment really is. We'll dig into that. And we talked a couple days ago, maybe even, about how people long for the menus, the fast food menus of old. There was an article in the New York Post this morning that said somebody found a McDonald's menu from 1999, and people are losing their effing mind.
Oh.
So we'll do a little compare and contrast to the menus of then and now. Coming up next on more Senning Show.
When the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling comes to my door, and the whole world turns blue.
A lot can happen in 5 years. You might change jobs, you could move, you could have kids grow up, kids move away. But also, what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Well, thanks to Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that's going to boost speeds to your devices that need them most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. Plus, you're going to get incredible gaming speed on multiple devices with no one battling for bandwidth for the next 5 years. All your devices will be working in perfect harmony, and you get the best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. You're going to have internet that will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay the same. All with the 5-year Xfinity price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Imagine that.
And sometimes see you in the shadows of this smoke-filled room.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
The real story in lab-grown diamonds is the outrageous markups other jewelers are charging for them.
That's Brian Stamey, Vice President of International Diamond Center.
Jewelry stores are marking up lab-grown diamonds as much as 800%. It's insane.
So instead of continuing to see customers overpay, IDC is changing the game.
For our customers, we have secured direct access to a wholesaler of fine quality lab-grown diamonds. Every size, every shape. IDC will facilitate the purchase at wholesale pricing directly from the grower. Look, we will always stand behind natural diamonds. But if a customer wants a lab-grown option, we can at least make sure they aren't being price gouged.
International Diamond Center.
For over 4 decades, IDC has stood for one thing above all, protecting our customers. No games, No inflated prices, just the diamond you want at the fair price you deserve.
So don't overpay. If you want a lab-grown diamond, come to IDC and save thousands. International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Right now, trade up and drive into 2026 for less. They aren't waiting. Get their best offers on new Chevys right here in the new year. They'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. Keep the cash or use it to trade up and save even more. Start 2026 behind the wheel of something new before the best are sold. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This one's for all my Florida boys and girls. If you want to get your hands on the best THC lemonade this side of the Mason-Dixon, you got to get to the Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton. It's the Florida Boys Lifted Lemonade. It's going to have you feeling so nice and warm and fuzzy. It's just like a kiss from your sister. And not only that, they got events going on all the time. Now, here's my good buddy Dezekiel to tell you all about him.
I used to think that the Cava and Kratom were for them city folk, but that thing will floor you out like a possum trying to cry. It's a crowded road. You could do about everything out there. Play some pool, sing a little karaoke, or talk some of that mandolin that they talking about now.
Down there now. Real quick trip over the Skyway Bridge. And you know what? Get one of them Florida Boys Lifted Lemonade. Maybe even sing a little Brooks and Dunn like me and my buddy Dezekiel do. Check them out today online at thecavasocialclub.com, or if you got one of them fancy social medias, check them out at Cava Social Club.
Cava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Yay!
Baby.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Hey, Max Relief here. Did you know your tax debt is growing every minute? Look, it just grew again. Penalties and interest are added every day to your debt, and the IRS will take aggressive actions to collect. To protect yourself from garnishments, levies, and liens, call Max from Tax Relief Helpers at 800-504-2638 or visit max.taxreliefhelpers.com. If you owe $10,000 or more in tax debt, our licensed tax professionals are ready to step in immediately. Tax Relief Helpers negotiates with the IRS to settle your debt for less. Call 800-504-2638 now. At Tax Relief Helpers, we start every case with a real conversation. Your tax debt is personal, and your solution should be too. The IRS isn't waiting. Every second matters. Visit max.taxreliefhelpers.com now or call 800-504-2638. When tax brings grief, call Max Relief.
For Max Relief, call Tax Relief Helpers.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Ahoy, Tampa!
Party like a pirate at 102.5 The Bone's Kegs and Eggs pregame at McDidden. January 31st, starting at 9 a.m. Free breakfast, beads, live DJ, and your first Michelob Ultras on the house. No cover until 11 a.m. 21 and up. It's Gatsby 2026. Be there or walk the plank.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah and Farah anytime. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Let me get up in this bitch like what's good, ho. Gripping this grain, I spit to release the pain. Pippin' ain't a thing, what's good? Hold up, let me get it right. I've been contemplating life, I've been grinding on a fight. I've been writing on a flight, roll up on them like that backwood. Better act good or get smacked good. I'm just trying to live life, I'm just trying to get right. Anybody got advice? I know I'ma work on.
Welcome back to Senning Show. We're about 15 minutes away from John's Joints. We'll fire up the news of the day with Drew Garabo. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 800-771-1025.
Pull up with that new in the driveway.
Hit us up on social media, X and Instagram, at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. I teased it earlier. They're starting to leak the new Super Bowl commercials. And, this is so, I can acknowledge how cliche this is for the average American beer drinker. That being said, I thought this was one of the coolest effing commercials that I've seen in a minute. And I am the lowest common denominator. I can get an American boner very easily. Things can hype me up. So it's I was going to play the audio, but the audio would tell you nothing. So I'll just tell you what it is. This is a spoiler. So it's a new Budweiser commercial, and it starts with like a baby Clydesdale, like the horse, the big Budweiser Clydesdales. Yeah. So it's like a baby Clydesdale, and he's like trotting around, looking like a little baby horse. And hi, look at the cute little baby horse. Well, then simultaneously they show this little baby bird get knocked out of its nest, and as the commercial goes on, the baby horse, the colt, I guess, whatever you call it, starts becoming kind of friends with the baby bird. And like it's raining out, and like the horse stands over top of the bird so he doesn't get rained on. And then the bird starts riding on the back of the horse. Like the horse is running around, and as this is happening, the horse is becoming a Clydesdale, just a beast of a specimen of he's jumping over stuff, and he's got this bird on his back. And while this is all playing, Freebird, Leonard Skinner's Freebird, is playing in the background, and you can tell like the horse is running and the bird is like trying to flap its wings, so the horse is trying to help the bird fly,
take off. Yeah.
So there's the cut to the final scene. There's this beautiful giant Clydesdale running straight towards you, and you can see the wings wings from the side of the horse.
It almost makes it look like a Pegasus.
It looks like the horse has wings, and then Freebird really kicks in. And it's a freaking bald eagle that was on the back of the horse. And there's this scene where the bald eagle is flying right over top of the Clydesdale, and they run and fly along as Freebird really kicks in. And I didn't know whether to cry or touch myself, but
it really did it for you.
It did it. It did it for me. It absolutely did it for me. So that's just the first Super Bowl commercial that's been spoiled for me. I don't know why they do it though.
Yeah, neither do I. That seems weird. If like you're putting all this money behind it and hyping it up, and it's like, all right, it's going to show at halftime. Why show it early?
Yeah, I really like the days of maybe. I'm sure there still are surprises.
Yeah,
but you used to sit down and watch the Super Bowl. Everything you saw, you were seeing for the first time. You got to enjoy that for the first time ever. And now I think I saw on one of the prep services, like they've put a bunch out. Like they've put a bunch of commercials out. That just happens to be the only one that I've watched so far.
I could just be getting old, but I feel like it used to be a lot better when we were younger. The commercials and the creativity and all that.
You know it. Now this may have been stupid, but when I think about it in my head, the last great commercial, and I want to say it was from Mountain Dew. Do you remember Puppy Monkey Baby?
Puppy? No.
Dude, I think it was Mountain Dew, and it was just so over the top, and I don't even remember the storyline in the commercial, but there was like a creature that had a pug's head a monkey body, like a monkey upper half and a baby's lower.
This thing right here.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Dude, that was my last favorite Super Bowl commercial.
That's insane.
That really touched me.
You know what annoys me a lot about this, and this is kind of getting off track, but on the same thing, because talking about like releasing this stuff before, what I've never understood, and it's become a norm now, it'll be like Anaconda, it'll be like the Anaconda trailer starting in 3, 2,
And they
1,
show
and they're showing
every-
clips, and then they show the actual trailer.
Every good dude, trailers have gone so far.
Yeah.
Like when I watched that Anaconda trailer, it's funny you mentioned that one. I assumed that they were showing the funniest parts of the movie.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes now.
Yeah, you're right. They give. I will turn off trailers very often. Like I'll get to the first couple seconds, and I'll either realize I want to watch this or I don't.
But what I'm saying too, it's not just the trailer. There's now a trailer for the trailer. It's like gearing you up for the trailer. It's like, yeah, you ready to get hype? Here we go. The next James Bond again. Like I hate that.
Yeah, they're giving us a lot before, which you think would be counterproductive. But.
Remember in the trailer days, not the commercial days, we used to have like the WhatsApps and all those.
Those were the glory
classic
days.
times, yeah.
Speaking of the glory days, we touched on this a few days ago, and I was wrong when I said that it was from the 90s. This is actually from 2009, and the headline from the New York Post reads, "When life was worth living, McDonald's customers irate after seeing prices from 2009. Some items have tripled."
Oh, man.
So I want to.
Inflation.
Are you looking at it? You're not
No,
looking
do
at it.
you want me to look at it?
No, don't look at it. So I'm going. Let's try to rapid fire it, not spend too much time. I'm going to tell you how much something cost, and then you rapid fire tell me how much you think it cost in 2009.
Oh, before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
I get the before price.
So a
okay.
Big Mac now, $5.79. What do you think it cost in 2009?
2009, I'm going to go with above $3. Let's go $3.50.
Close. $3.89 in 2009.
Oh, man.
Not too bad. A McFlurry. I don't know what size, but now $4.39. 2009?
I'm going to say a McFlurry is probably something you could have got off the dollar menu back then. So I'm going to go $1.80.
$2.39.
Oh.
$2.39.
And what's it now?
$4.39.
Okay, so basically almost doubled.
Doubled.
Yeah.
This one pisses me off, and I love McDonald's. Love the fine folks at McDonald's. I'm gonna eat McDonald's till the day that I die. It's just
Coke for breakfast.
It's just the way that I live. But this one will get me because this is the one thing that should have never ever changed when it comes to price. Because when you see how much it costs, you just go, "This doesn't compute. This can't be right." A hash brown now $2.89, almost $3 for a hash brown. In 2009, it cost
80 cents.
$1.
Yes.
So,
okay.
I mean, that $1 feels fine to me. I mean, that is almost a triple. It's almost a triple the price for a damn hash brown.
Hash browns are cool, but they're not $3.
They're really not. And I love a Mickey D's hash brown, but it pains me to pay $3 because I like to get a couple of them. $6 for 2 freaking hash browns. What are we doing?
God.
Small fry. Now $2.49.
That's absolutely something that used to be on the dollar menu. So $1.
A buck. You nailed it. A Happy Meal, $7.19. I only have 2 more. A Happy Meal now $7.19. In 2009.
You got drink, fries, whatever, and a toy. I'm saying $4.
$4.39. You're pretty good at this. I've never had this in my entire life, and some people swear by them. I think they changed the recipe at one point. The apple pie.
Oh, they did.
The Mickey, I think they used to fry them, and I don't think they fry them anymore.
What do they do now? They just heat it up?
I don't know.
Okay. Love me an apple pie.
Now $3. 2009.
I'm going to say they used to be $1.25 because I feel like I used to get at least 2, and it would be about like $2-3. So, yeah.
This one might be the worst because now $3 in 2009. $1 for 2. 2 for a buck.
That's how much I was paying?
Two for a buck.
Yes.
Back in the glory days. So and this is Fat Boy News, by the way. We're gonna have a sounder real soon that'll let everybody know what this is. But a couple times a week, we're gonna fire up fast food, any sort of food type news because it's always fun to talk about and people love hearing about it. I love a map that breaks down by state, whether it could be a map. Each state's favorite Pornhub search, everybody's favorite Super Bowl snack. This is each state's favorite fast food. So I want to start in some states that are not here. I'll start with Michigan, my homeland.
Do you think you could fire up the phone lines and anyone would say, this is my favorite thing, and we would find out what our
Florida,
state is? Yeah.
We could try. No, honestly, no.
I would agree.
I don't think anybody would say what Florida's is. And this is based on So this says they use data from Google Trends, which means you pretty much look at each state and find out what's being Googled the most, which I don't know that automatically translates to people going to it. Like just because you Googled it doesn't mean that you ultimately were going to go there, but that is how they figured this out. Wendy's was the most popular in the most states, followed closely by Sonic. Which was intriguing to me. Like Sonic, to me, no disrespect, kind of feels like they've been on their dying breath for a while.
Yeah, I was never really a Sonics person. When I was dating Nicole, there was one close to us.
Oh, yeah, you have one right over by you.
Yeah, she was a little more into Sonics. Even when we get it, I wouldn't be that, like, I would get it and be like, it's kind of just like a batter, not even a bad. It's just not as good as a Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
I feel like I would go with a Steak and Shake if I want something like I would get at Sonic.
If I had a Sonic as close to me as you did, I'd be a Sonic guy. I'm not traveling for a Sonic, but I think Sonic does have a damn fine burger. So Michigan, this doesn't even feel like fast food, but I guess when you do the $5 hot and readies all day long.
No way.
Little Caesars, they claim, is Michigan's favorite fast food.
I would have thought it would, if you were going pizza, it would have been like a Papa John's or something.
Yeah, but Little Caesars is born and bred from Michigan, though.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, yeah. The dude that owns owned the Tigers and the Red Wings, Mike Ilitch, he was the guy that started.
Well, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
If it was like kind of like it was everywhere there.
It's built into the DNA.
And you do love you a Little Caesars, you said.
Yeah, they've fallen pretty far, but I'm not afraid of them. Wisconsin, of course, Culver's. It is born and bred in Wisconsin. Some of the other ones.
You know a lot about like where these things originated.
That's Culver's whole thing. You always see like you know so much. All you have to do is just pay a mild amount of attention. Culver's whole marketing campaign is built on the fact they're from Wisconsin.
Never knew that.
The guy is in the commercials is like, we're from Wisconsin and we know how to make burgers. In-N-Out, California, of course.
Yep.
I see a couple. Maine is Subway. Vermont is Subway.
What is Texas? Because that's like a very barbecue state and everything like that.
People love it. I know that Gio is a big fan. And when it's good, it's good. Whataburger in Texas.
Oh, is that Mark Wahlberg's? No,
that's Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
Whataburger, just a straightforward burger place. Georgia, Chick-fil-A, not surprising. I'm surprised Chick-fil-A. Is Chick-fil-A only? No, they're in Georgia and Delaware. Those are the only two spots that Chick-fil-A pops up, which that just feels factually incorrect.
Yes.
A bunch of Sonics, Missouri, Taco Bell, Indiana, Arby's, Ohio, Wendy's. You have this whole block of Wendy's. Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, all Wendy's up there in the Midwest area. And Florida's favorite fast food establishment, and I don't believe it for 1 second. I've eaten it, and it's not bad, but I've never heard anybody say, hey, let's go get some Pollo Tropical.
That's insane to me. I would have guessed Wendy's, Taco Bell, or Chick-fil-A for Florida. I would have never guessed Pollo Tropical. If we went through this office and asked everyone, when's the last time you had Pollo Tropical, no one would be able to tell you. They go, I don't know, years ago?
My thought is, when it comes to the fact that they did this based on Google, is they're tracking that and saying that makes it the favorite. I'm just wondering if people see the commercials and just wonder what they're all about. So people are curious by it, not actually going there. Because if I saw the commercial, and we used to live over on we lived over
TC.
Yeah.
There was they used to have one on Waters.
Right on Waters.
Right before the highway.
And I would hit that one up. There were certain things that were good. I would like the rice and beans and some chicken, but
what do they serve besides that?
That's pretty well. They got the choppable. I don't know what it's called. It's called it's a bowl. Long story short.
Okay, so it's like a downgrade of Chipotle, I would assume. Oh, I would imagine that would be bigger.
Chipotle, you would
think. In Florida or something.
You would absolutely think.
Is that on anyone's map? Chipotle?
Chipotle's not on here.
Oh, that's surprising.
No,
because everyone goes ape crap over Chipotle. So I'm surprised no state stands by that.
Maybe they didn't qualify it as a fast food place, which wouldn't make any sense.
Little Caesars got qualified.
That is but that's hot and ready, baby. Pollo Tropical. Like I said, it's good, and they've got good sauces, which I like.
They do?
Well. Yeah, they've got some cilantro cream sauce and a hot sauce that's really good. So.
Yeah, but that's only to put over rice. It's not like a dipping sauce.
No. So that it is. There it is. Believe it or not, Pollo Tropical, according to this map on this website, is the most popular fast food establishment in the state of Florida. I don't believe it for a second, but don't shoot the messenger.
No, this was made by Pollo Tropical, Florida.
Sponsored by Pollo Tropical. Shout out to the Pollo Tropical people. I got no hate for you.
I'm looking at the images. I'm like, still doesn't look that good. And these are the ones that they diced up for promotion. I don't know, man. That chicken doesn't look bad though. It does look seasoned well.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's time to fire up John's Joints. Lots to get to. A wild crime and story out of St. Petersburg, right up the road. Honestly, feels also pulled from a movie or a soon-to-be true crime podcast. We're going to have to touch on one of the most successful NFL coaches of all time being snubbed for the Hall of Fame, and maybe why. And a movie that used to be almost like folklore back in my day is getting a reboot. We'll talk about all that and much more with Drew Garabo next during John's Joints. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
Don't have to tell you, we don't have to give a reason. We elevate at any time or any season. It keeps me going, never feel like I'm defeated. Gives me that feeling I can always count on.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back and right when you need it. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need money to go to Thailand to do totally normal and not illegal weird stuff? We've got you covered. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
How about new year, new career? If you're sick and tired of hating your job every single day when you wake up and tighten up those bootstraps or put on your suspenders, it's time for a new life in the world of aviation maintenance with the National Aviation Academy. They're right here in our backyard in beautiful Clearwater, Florida, where you can be certified in just a few months and entering the workforce, and they're going to make that transition from whatever you got going on to the world of aviation maintenance as smooth as can be. Check them out today and make that decision to change your life at naa.edu.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178 or visit spectrum.com/free forever to learn more.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Right now, trade up and drive into 2026 for less. They aren't waiting. Get their best offers on new Chevys right here in the new year. They'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. Keep the cash or use the trade up and save even more. Start 2026 behind the wheel of something new before the best are sold. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Show. It's time to fire up John's Joints, the news of the day, and much, much more. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. And suspect number one when it comes to the ungodly clog in the toilet here. We've seen it before, and we've seen it again. He is the one and only Drew R. Garabo.
I don't think I've taken a grumpy afternoon in the last 2 years. It's all morning time, buddy.
Well, so now that it's fixed, I think I've already pretty much shared everything I know, but I came up the elevator. I'll tell all of the details. Now, I came up the elevator with the guy that like runs the building, or at least like the building manager, and he had tons of cleaning supplies and a mop bucket and like smell good. And I get in the elevator and I go, yeah, I saw an email. I saw there's an issue up there. He goes, oh, it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. And he proceeds to tell me that they believe somebody flushed a towel down the toilet and it clogged up the whole. I don't even know how that works, where somebody flushed it down, I believe in the men's bathroom, and it caused all of the toilets in the men's and women's bathroom, from what I understand, very vividly, very disgustingly, to overflow throughout the whole area.
Sometimes toilet paper's not enough to cover that area.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get a full-blown a ShamWow to get in all those nooks and crannies.
ShamWow. Any theories, Drew?
A towel seems ridiculous.
Diz has it figured out, but I've put him under a gag order because I just don't want to make anybody mad.
I vibe with this theory.
Yes.
Oh. I didn't realize what I just said.
I didn't either. That's out the bag.
I didn't either. John's Joints brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash. They got long wash tunnels that mean a cleaner car, spacious vacuums for you to get in all those nooks and crannies, and the unlimited membership plan. Here in the state of Florida, we got a bunch of things working against a clean car, whether it's a murder of crows that fly over and splat, splat, splat. Maybe you went to the beach and you got sand throughout your car. Go right back through with the unlimited membership plan. Locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, with many more on the way. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down. Now, I know you're a coffee guy, Drew, and at the beginning of the show, I was talking about my new passion is to try and season my coffee mug. For those that didn't hear me, I found out about it on social media that there's this whole culture of mostly men, and I guess it started back in the olden days in the Navy, where guys they don't ever wash their coffee mug. You can rinse it casually, but you never scrub it. You never use soap in the hopes that it will build up this thick coffee layer of seasoning that ultimately, according to the people that support it, it makes your coffee more robust with deeper flavors every time you drink it because of that buildup. You're a very learned, traveled man. Have you seen or experienced a seasoned coffee mug?
So I was driving near downtown Tampa today, and I was hearing you, and I can't believe I've never heard of anything like that in my life. I season my coffee maker, like the glass thing. I don't do anything with that.
I've been wondering about that too because I normally have, and I've just been way more into the coffee. Like I'm done with the K-Cups at the house, so I've got good ground stuff, and I'm setting the alarm so that it starts brewing at like 7:15 and it's ready. So I have a more intimate relationship with my coffee machine at the moment. And when I went to go rinse it out, I go, do I just season this too? Do I just do the whole coffee experience? Just get a nice film built up on the pot?
Your folks still have the coffee mugs that they were drinking when you grew up?
No way. No, I mean they have a couple in their house that have been around for a while since we've been in Florida, but I don't think there are any cups or bowls or any anything from our childhood still lingering around.
I'm fairly certain, and I know my mom listens to you every day because you're her favorite host on The Bone. I'm fairly certain my mom and dad still drink coffee from mugs, not every day, but the mugs that we saw in the 70s and 80s that we were growing up.
So another thing within the seasoned coffee mug community that I've been seeing. Let me know if you've ever watched or heard of this, because I Googled it to figure out why people do it. So the guy who's kind of gone viral on TikTok, he's an old guy. He looks like he's 100 years old, and his coffee mug is
seasoned,
beautiful. It's disgustingly beautiful.
Gross.
It probably hasn't been touched since like 1925. But what he does is he pours his mug of coffee, and then he has a little like a saucer. It looks like a little bowl, and he pours the coffee, like probably a few good sips worth, into this bowl-like saucer, and then he drinks it out of the bowl.
Wait, why?
Well, I wondered why too. Drinking from a coffee saucer is a historical, primarily 18th to early 20th century practice where hot coffee was poured into a shallow saucer to help it cool rapidly so you could drink it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. I'm not ready to go full saucer, but I just want to have a seasoned mug, dude. It takes time. The guy called earlier, said it takes 20 years. I don't have that much time. Right now I'm soaking my mugs overnight in coffee, and that's as good as I can do.
I got to get you a bag of the coffee that Raph from Kawa
I got it.
Oh, the bourbon?
The Horse Soldier, yeah.
Dude.
He hooked me up with the bag, too.
Good.
It's funny. I'm saving it for this week. I try to save my nicest coffee for the weekend. It was hard for me to not brew a pot of it this morning.
Dude.
So I brewed my previous weekend coffee this morning so that I could save the Horse Soldier. So you did have it?
I haven't had it yet. I'm waiting for this weekend, too, because it's going to be cold as balls.
It smells man. It smells so...
smells amazing.
I think that's the other thing, too, that's helping me get deep into this coffee lifestyle is there is just nothing better than when it's chilly out and you just got a nice hot piping cup of coffee.
Is that your go-to? Because when it's cold like this, mine's chili. Eating on a nice chili when it's cold.
Well, you don't want chili in the morning.
I was going to say, chili's not quite a proper substitute in the morning, but...
Instead of a cup of coffee, grab a cup of chili.
Grab a cup of chili, man.
You should make it like a chili maker. It's like a coffee maker. You just put the beans and the meat in the top of it, and then it spews, it like mishes it all together, and it comes down into a pot of chili. You just pour yourself a cup of chili. I'm overdue for chili. You did chili since it's been cold, right?
A couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to do it again this weekend, but you just gave me an idea, Diz. What about ground coffee beans in chili? Like I
bet you chili. I don't know about the beans directly in, but I bet you coffee, like a little bit of a strong bold coffee in the chili.
Yeah,
because they have a. I don't know that I've ever had it, but they make like a red eye. If you ever heard of a red eye gravy,
sure.
It's a gravy that they'll serve with breakfast and stuff, and it's got a little bit of coffee in it.
Yeah. Not only does my mom still have the cups that we grew up with, she's still got the mugs that Granny and Grandpa used.
Oh, God. Imagine if nobody had ever cleaned those. That'd be a damn fine season.
Man,
a season mug. But yeah, dude, you can go. You can go coffee with some savory stuff. Yeah. I will. You want to know what's really nice is I'll do it from time to time with a ribeye. If I've got a nice ground coffee, I'll mix coffee grounds in with like black pepper and salt and garlic.
Yeah.
And coffee makes a beautiful crust on a steak when you grill it.
Yeah.
I had a ribeye last night for the first time in a long time. Wild fork ribeye. I seasoned it early in the morning, And I don't know why it had been so long since I'd had a ribeye, but it made me feel alive. Because God knows I'll only be eating chicken and broccoli starting on Monday and water.
So Monday
is the day. Monday. And I'm trying to lock it in. I got to make sure that Pat's up for it, because what I'm trying to do is on the day of the final weigh-in, I want Dylan, my barber, to be here in studio to do the shaving on the spot. No, like, unless we did it, like, if we do the weigh-in on Monday, then did the shaving on Friday. But what I'd really like to happen is we get on the scale, find out the loser, and then they get shaved right there on the spot.
It's going to be him, dude. Your beard is so magnificent. You can't lose that beard, John. It's part of you. Maroon's beard, psh.
That's the thing.
He's
It's almost not even a fair.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Pat Maroon's beard, but it's not a fair equivalency. Like, he's putting on. What is he putting? What's he putting on the line?
Nothing.
That thing he probably grew that beard out in a week and a half.
Yeah.
This is years of dedication and commitment.
Is it too late for him to have to put something else up then?
Well, what means as much to Pat Maroon?
A ring,
bank account,
a ring.
Oh yeah, one of his Stanley Cup rings.
Yeah, let me get one of the. Let me get the St. Louis one. Let me get the Blues ring.
Yeah. Ooh,
I think that's fair. I think that's fair enough.
I mean, your beard means a lot to you, and being a Stanley Cup champion, 3-time Stanley Cup champion, clearly means a lot to Riggy.
Yeah. That's your 3-time ring on your face.
I also just feel so confident. Like, I don't know if it's false confidence.
Nope.
But I just feel so confident that I cannot and will not lose this.
Dude, what does a pro athlete know about conditioning and getting in shape? Nothing.
That's what I was talking to my mom last night, and she goes, "Oh no."
Oh.
She goes, "I would imagine he's got a couple tricks up his sleeves, like when it comes to losing weight." And that's what I said to him. I'm sure he does.
Well, you heard him when you were talking to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got a personal chef, and I get this meal delivery to me. You're making your own meals, John.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I mean, it's gonna be hard. I mean, you can do anything for 4 weeks. And
what if he takes your tactic and he comes in a little more like bloated for the weigh-in, and then he just chisels that all off immediately?
Yeah,
Ain't happening.
I also 110% believe I've just got more fat to lose. Like, he's walking around and says he's getting a little pudgy. I don't really see it, and I think his fat is probably just different than mine. Like,
But you're not a fat guy.
I'm not, but dude, if you were to come look at this.
Go grip it.
Look at this.
Yes. Anybody's belly is going to do that if you grip it and shake it. That's very sensual.
You see it?
Can you put it on the table?
It's extremely sensual. He's probably got. If
no,
you were
you
to
can't.
pinch,
See, if you can't sit on the table, it's not fat like that.
If you were to pinch his belly like that, it's going to do the same thing. You're not hefty, bro.
I was using this as a way to hype me up, not bring myself.
Oh yeah,
down.
you're disgustingly obese. Oh yeah, you gross fat ass.
Man.
I'm just saying.
Let's pump you up.
You can't lay down and get up.
I've got
what was
more.
the line?
Where are your toes at? You can't see them.
I've got more to lose, is what I'm saying, and I think that's an advantage for me. I think I have more visceral fat, as they call it in the fat community.
We don't know what to say here, John. We don't know what the right thing to say
Line
is.
your pockets with change and heavy stuff, and then.
Well, we're gonna have this futuristic scale. It's gonna know.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna break it down.
Are you guys gonna go just in your boxers?
I'm going in my underwear. I know he's not gonna do it.
Oh come on.
I know he won't do it. I will be.
Oh please.
Because I'm thinking we'll get the scale set up right here.
Yeah.
So I'll be in my undies on Monday.
Or whale tail it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Whale
Psych
tail
him
it.
out.
I'm not ready to go full whale
tail it.
I'm not
Hell yeah.
doing it.
Dude, this is going to be quite the heated rivalry.
Put the same thing. Put the same thing you used for the pub crawl.
Well, the problem is if I wore the whale tail that I wore before, I wasn't fully fitting into that, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, you'll be bulging out of that
Hell
thing.
yeah.
I'll have one hanging on each side.
That's some weight you can't cut. That thing right
one
there.
big rig in here, am I right?
Yeah. That's a whole 10 pounds right there.
Yeah. I just wanted to get here. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I, when you want, because I don't know if you heard me talking. We did this insane cardio thing today, and all I could think was, I'm losing weight right now. I need to stop. Like, this should be weight that I'm losing next week.
Well, what you're doing is you're training your body to burn. I mean, I'm
Yes.
sure Danielle told you this and Lloyd, but
Yeah.
you're training your body
Yes.
to burn fat and lose calories.
And I'll be more fit to do more things when it's time, based on the work I'm putting in right now. So
Yeah. You got this. But maybe go home and eat a couple of Uncrustables.
I think on Sunday I will be a little naughty. I might try that new Detroit style pizza place on 4th Street on
Heard you
Sunday.
guys talking
That's
to
a great
Daly about
idea.
it.
Yeah.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah, it looks great. I like that all of the pizzas have different Michigan and Detroit centric names. So always love seeing new things on 4th Street.
We need a plan B, a little code word, and then when you give me the cue, I run in here and hit him with a crowbar with a mask on.
And then we just pour gravy down his throat.
Hell yeah. There we go. Force feed him.
Hell yeah.
All right. It sounds like we got all of our bases covered.
I think even with the crowbar, he could probably kick our ass.
Yeah, probably.
Even unconscious.
It just hit him in bends. I'm like, I'm sorry. This was John's
dude.
idea. This was all John's idea.
That's a great, I know the punch-up's never happening. Dizzy with a crowbar versus Pat Maroon. It's our main event of the evening.
You hit him, and it's like the cartoons where the crowbar bends in the shape of his head. Oh, my God, he won't die.
There is still buzz out there about a small chance of snow in parts of the Tampa Bay area. While it remains unlikely, a rare setup known as Gulf effect snow could give a few coastal locations a chance at seeing flurries. I'll tell you this. It probably maybe is not going to happen. This is the closest to the date I've ever heard there be a discussion about snow. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I know that it happened in the 70s and it's happened in other times, and it will pop up as a joke weeks ahead. I don't think I've ever been 5 days away from a date in Tampa where they're saying it could still be a thing. Paul Delgado, I believe this was, he posted, going to be a cold week, so much that tonight's GFS has snow Gulf effect for Sunday, February 1st. The chance of this verifying is close to zero, but anytime a model has snowflakes over Central Florida, it is worth sharing for entertainment purposes. They are really... I think that the verbiage and the delivery of weather has changed a lot just with our culture that we're in. But the way that they're talking about this cold snap through Florida, they're making it sound apocalyptic. And I think it's because it's going to be a hard freeze, especially in Central Florida and up north for multiple nights on end. So, pets and people and crops and all that can die, maybe even pipes freeze and things like that. But between the snowstorm that just went through all those other places and this cold snap coming to Florida, man, people talk about weather events like it's the apocalypse, even if it's just going to get cold.
It kind of reminds me of a hurricane during hurricane season,
Very
except
much.
flipped,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I think it is. I don't know if it's a clicks thing. I don't know if it's a money thing. I don't know who pushes it, the Weather Channel, whatever. But I think that people in general see the amount of clicks that happen from Mike's weather page and other people during hurricane season that they're trying to find ways to capitalize on that same vibe. That this last damn, whatever the hell it was that happened with the ice, it had a name. I think it was called Fern. When have you ever known of a snowstorm that had a name? And I think it's all just so that they can hype it up and creators can get clicks and people will be more interested in it.
They are calling this blizzard that's headed out this way, they're calling it the Blizzpiz.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't know why they were calling it that, but
yeah,
I feel you, brother. When could it snow in Tampa? If anything were to happen, it would be during the coldest part of the upcoming stretch, early Sunday morning. A few flurries with little to no accumulation would most likely be right along the coast. The National Weather Service says there is a narrow window from 11 p.m. on Saturday to 7 a.m. on Sunday when there is a small chance of snow in the Tampa Bay area. Of the small number that do, the signal's mainly limited to the coastal areas of Citrus, Hernando, Pinellas, and Pasco County if there were to be any snow.
I already told Birdie I'm not turning the heat on this weekend. She's going to be with me, and she's going to just have to deal with it.
I'll be curious. What was yours today in your house?
57.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Mine was at 50. This morning was the lowest morning that we've seen through this cold stretch. We were at 58. And the nice thing is Danielle has a heater in her office, so she can heat just that room without heating the house. But we have company coming with dogs, and I think I'm gonna be ousted.
We have a little tiny heater in the kitty cottage, and when I walk in there and turn it on, it feels amazing.
It really does.
It feels so good.
When I walk back into Danielle's office, I'm like, damn, this is how the other half is living.
But then it gives me no desire to I get home and I'm like, I'm not turning on that heat.
My only thing is Brody. Like, we get back from our walk, his little teeth are chattering and he's shaking. So I wrap him up in blankets and put heating pads on him. And he's the only, but he gets to hang out in the heated office all day long. So
that's the difference between cat owners and dog owners. Because I look at Ruby and I'm like, if you stop waking me up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get fed, I'll turn the heat on for you.
I'm gonna throw your ashes in the dumpster. Two federal officers who fired their guns during Alex Pretty's fatal shooting, according to an initial review by the Department of Homeland Security. I thought I was leading to something else. That statement. Two. That's the statement. Two federal officers fired their guns during the fatal shooting. Both agents were placed on administrative leave, according to the DHS spokesperson, Tricia McLaughlin. The preliminary report from a Customs and Border Protection internal investigation led by the agency's Office of Professional Responsibility was sent to congressional committees yesterday, including the House Homeland Security and Judiciary Committees, according to 3 sources. The DHS report said that during the encounter on January 24th, an officer yelled, "He's got a gun," multiple times, and then approximately 5 seconds later, a Border Patrol agent discharged his CBP-issued Glock 19 and discharged one with a Glock 19, and a separate Customs and Border Protection officer also discharged his CBP-issued Glock 47 at Pretty. So there were 2. You hear all those shots. There's technically 2 people firing at the same time. It is unclear from the report whether the bullets from both officers' guns hit Pretty.
This is a different story if they had not disarmed him. You know what I mean? If they saw a gun and even saw his hand go anywhere back there, I think we're talking about a different story. But the fact that they took it away from him and then murdered him.
The report also did not make any mention of Preddy attacking officers or brandishing a gun, as Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem claimed in the aftermath of the shooting. We talked about it earlier the week. That was one of the craziest things to me, is the instantaneous voices of power saying insane things. Like, there's all these quotes that I don't know off the top of my head about, like, not believing what you see with your own eyes. Like, at this point, this video is everywhere. You know what I mean? This video is everywhere. You have the one super clear picture of him holding up his phone to the guy, and then there's another one where he's got his phone in one hand and he's holding his other hand up in the air. So everybody saw the video. By the time they're telling you that this guy was an assassin who came there to massacre these ICE agents, like, by that time everybody had seen the video. Even if you think the guy deserved to die, there was nothing in the video that showed you within an hour that he was an assassin there to massacre people.
It's a scary world when the government is telling you that you didn't see what you saw.
Yeah, it really is. And it's hard to figure out what's happening in the upper levels of our government right now, because without a doubt, I think Trump took a bit of an off-ramp. I think, he reached out to Walz, he reached out to the mayor, Frey, and there was a little bit of peaceful conversation, and they supposedly booted that Bovino guy out of there, which, can I just say, I know that it's just an article of clothing, but have you seen the Bovino guy in his long trench coat?
No.
Just an interesting fashion choice, that's all.
Looks like a flasher.
He looks like somebody from another time. I'll just say that. He looks like he was he just looks like he's going for a certain type of look. That's all I really say. I don't know if I don't think he was fired for the trench coat, but he has been probably restationed, and who knows? All we can hope for is the lowering of the temperature. They sent the Tom Homan dude up there, who supposedly has a good relationship with Democrats, and maybe it's going to be peaceful from here on out.
Let's hope. I was very impressed that our president did take the temperature down a couple of notches, when I would think previously he would have thrown gas on this fire.
Yeah, and the other thing is I don't know who he listens to most, but I think about Ivanka. Like, wait, that's his daughter's name, right?
Yeah.
I don't think she is like an insane right-wing person. Like, I just feel like those people in his life get in his ear and say, like, "Dad, you gotta, what are you doing here?" Like, and I don't know any factual truth behind that, but I think there are people in and around him that are closer to center left, and I think that maybe those people got in his ear a little bit.
That's a great point. I never really thought about that, but he likes Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, a lot, and maybe they drown out the Stephen Millers of the world.
I do have a clip.
And I think it was
Tim Walz went on with like the local Minnesota Public Radio, and they asked him for information about his phone call with Donald Trump, and I found it to be kind of interesting.
I got a early morning call from the president's chief of staff, who we have been communicating with regularly, several times a day, myself or my team speaking with Susie Wiles, and she said the president wants to speak with you, and they called back in to us, and we spoke for about 10 minutes. 10-15 minutes.
Did the president make any firm commitments that the course of this immigration operation will change?
Well, I asked 2 things were clear. First of all, I asked that we have a fair and independent investigation into the murder of both Renee Good and Alex, and that we have to be able to do that. And he said, we'll look at that. We'll take a look at that. And I said, we just have to reduce these numbers. We started out with that, and he pledged that, look, I'm going to send Tom Homan in will do things differently. He explained to me how he thought it was very successful in Louisiana, very successful in Louisville, which I shared with him, but ICE did not shoot anybody there, and the presence was much smaller and much more targeted, like they were doing actual ICE work.
I think a fair question, and this is sheer curiosity. ICE is not only in Minnesota.
Right.
Like, this isn't only happening there. And it's happening also in other democratically led cities and states where we're not hearing anything about it. And they're doing, like, what really truly is the big difference between Minnesota and everywhere else. And I think there are people that would tell you the difference is this is all connected to the Somali fraud and the daycare stuff and all that's going on. I don't know that, but something at a fundamental level is different with the response from the leadership and the community than in other places. You know, Memphis is another spot from crime and immigration issues, and they went in there, from what I understand, pretty strongly as well. You don't hear any of it. So, you know, Minnesota, a lot of politics being played, and I think we're past that. But, you know, I think that after the last election, I do believe that Donald Trump kind of had it out for Tim Walz, rightfully so, maybe in some situations, but maybe it's that beef that is fueling it all.
Could be, and I'm glad they spoke. By the way, Memphis, of all the real-life cop shows that I watch and everything, Memphis looks like the scariest city in the United States of America.
How have they never done, like, The Wire Memphis?
Right.
Because they're really, I always see, like, the underrated murder places are Orlando and Memphis.
Yeah.
They usually, for
a
long time, there was a battle between the murder capital of the United States, between Orlando and Memphis.
I would have thought it was like Baltimore or something like that.
Yeah,
where The Wire is.
Yeah,
I think they're in the conversation, but I don't think I don't think that it's quite as bad as those places.
Which is really weird because you think of Tennessee and you think Nashville, Knoxville, you know, they're really cool looking, and Memphis is just brutal.
They got some problems. This is a horrific story out of St. Petersburg. There's really no way to frame it other than that, but I will deliver it to you. A St. Petersburg mother has been charged with first-degree murder this morning after police say she murdered her 4-year-old son. Officers arrived at the scene after the boy's 16-year-old sister came home from school and found her brother, Finley Cullum, dead. She also found her mother, 43-year-old Diana Cullum, with stab wounds. According to detectives, she was taken to the hospital before she was officially charged on Wednesday with her son's murder. Police originally said that the boy was stabbed. This is actually an update that I didn't see until right now, but now they're saying he had been suffocated. St. Petersburg Police Chief Anthony Holloway said the knife and note were found at the scene. It is our belief that the note was left by the mom, Holloway stated during a press conference just a short time ago. They didn't say what exactly was in the note, and police still don't know about the mom's mental health history. According to Holloway, the children's father, who was not home at the time, was notified, and after going to the scene, he went to the police station to talk with investigators. Just horrific. I don't really know that there's anything to expound upon. I'm sure we'll find out more details. The chief said police they'd never been dispatched to the home ever before. A lot of these officers, they have kids, and then you have a 16-year-old. This is from Holloway. You have a 16-year-old who's coming home from school and finding her brother and her mother, and you're having the father just coming home right after that. Everybody's heart is heavy. Police say they're providing victim services and resources to the 16-year-old and responding officers and firefighters. She had a virtual court appearance today and was given no bond. The judge also said she is not allowed contact with her 16-year-old daughter. She is also listed on the Crescent Lake Family Dentistry's website, and says she helped open the practice with her husband, Dr. Damian Cullum.
What?
Oh, so this guy was a dentist.
Jeez.
In St. Pete. And that's the thing, too. It's I don't know the reason for this. Every time, and I'm not saying there's a racial factor, but I'll add one in.
Yeah.
Like, every time you open up the Fox 13 or a local news, you see shooting at this address in St. Pete. I found it very interesting that on none of these stories they gave the neighborhood or the address, and not that we need it, but I see stories every day where things happen and the address is given. So maybe it's because these people still are going to be living there. I'm not really sure what it is, but not much information about the area. I can tell from the picture of the house, looks like a beautiful neighborhood in a very affluent area, I would imagine.
So, like, we obviously are never going to understand postpartum depression, perhaps, or mental illness, but how can you know that your daughter is going to come home from school and find that and still do that? How can you take the life of your 4-year-old kid?
Yeah, it's like you pretty much. Yeah, you're not only like if you want to take your own life, not a big fan of it. I would say find a way around it, but to feel like you need to take your 4-year-old child's life and then be at peace with your 16-year-old being the one who has to walk in on this and will be tormented and in many ways ruined for the rest of her life. It is the selfishness and the callousness of a person who could do this, mental issues or not, is really hard, I think, for the average person to wrap their head around.
And like Chief Holloway said, imagine the police officers who have kids of their own who have to go to report on something like that.
I really don't know how people do it. And it's not just police officers. It's first responders of all sorts who go out every single day and see things that the average person's mind can't even really fathom, and that is their work. That is what they do every single day, and they then go home to their families and are expected to live normal lives. I think people who do that and do it well and are fully functional, I almost think you're born that way. I think you're born with something that allows you to compartmentalize different things, because if I walked upon one scene like that now, I'm probably traumatized for the rest of my life.
Sure.
It definitely not going to be able to pull up my bootstraps the next day and go, well, let's go back at it. Let's see what kind of terror and horrors the world has to offer me today.
I wonder if they do any kind of desensitization training when you're in the police academy. Like while you're going through training, if they put you through like fake scenarios where you see things like that.
I imagine something like
Build
that.
up some tough skin.
Ooh, look at perfect segue for a tease. If they did, they might just want to show them this movie that is getting a reboot. You won't believe what it is. I'll tell you about it next in the back half of John's Joints.
Six-pack, bet I make a comeback. I know that this table's gotta lean. Won't you take me fishing, and I want to try out for the 7th grade football team.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Right now, all of our major problems are in Pinellas. In Clearwater, a bad wreck southbound on Keene Road has had the left lane blocked at Cleveland Street. In St. Pete, you'll find delays from a crash eastbound on 38th Avenue North at 49th Street. And up in the East Lake area, the right lane is blocked southbound on East Lake Drive at Ridgemore Boulevard. This is Jim with traffic.
It's time for a clean slate at Crown Honda. We're clearing the lot of all past year's Honda models. Like a new Honda Civic LX, just $219 a month. Or a new Honda Accord LX, only $209 a month. But hurry, the clean slate sale runs this month only. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service.
Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You could win a new Corvette at the Florida Strawberry Festival from Stingray Chevrolet Plant City and Stingray Chevrolet Bartow, the 17th annual new vehicle raffle. This year, you could win a brand new 2026 Corvette Z06. Tickets still just $5. Every dollar benefits unity in the community. Enter at StingrayChevroletRaffle.com. Together, let's drive.
No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older. $5 per entry. Void where prohibited. Winner selected March 8th, 2026 at 5 p.m. EDT. All proceeds benefit Unity in the Community, Inc. See official rules for details.
Turn up the temperature tonight at the Gold Club, where Tampa Bay comes to play. The hottest lineup, the boldest atmosphere, with more VIP rooms, more stages, and more champagne rooms than any other club. Experience it for yourself at the Gold Club, 6222 East Adamo Drive.
So many great things happening at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. For instance, do you like diamonds? The $775,000 Life of Luxury Diamond Drawing happens on Sundays in January. And on Tuesdays, the $775,000 Life of Luxury Gold Bar Drawing. And on Wednesdays, it's a $25,000 Blackjack Tournament. And while you're there, check out some of the finest dining in Tampa Bay, including the Council Oak Steakhouse, the Rez Grill. And if you're looking for a brunch spot, there's no better place than the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. It's the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Get in there and win.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
We called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
they came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonihan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Colts fans, score a one-of-a-kind Lightning football jersey with the purchase of a ticket pack to the Lightning game on Thursday, January 29th versus the Jets. It's the perfect attire for the Navy Federal Credit Union Stadium Series game. Go to TampaBayLightning.com/ticket packs to get yours today.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Yet another cold night coming up, mostly clear. Low temperatures around 40 in the cities, colder inland with a freeze likely late tonight. Lots of sunshine coming up on Thursday. Actually, a nice afternoon with temperatures rebounding into the mid-60s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
In come the thing called, I'm the original weed man. The big one. Made by the ragamuffin, cashed out bad. Now right now we just crush it in.
Yeah, thank you to the Kawa crew. What a hell of a goodie bag. I was very excited when I got home. The bag itself was beautiful. The coffee, the mug, the little windbreaker thing, all sorts. Where's that new location that they're popping up?
Kennedy, right near, Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yeah, just outside downtown. And they are allegedly going to be involved with our radiothon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I brought Dixon down and he talked to them for a while, and hopefully we're going to make some inroads with them.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I mean, what a great... In a world where there's so many big corporate entities that run the coffee game, it's nice to have one that is truly local. And although they're blowing up, they're local at heart, and I think that's important to them.
Hell yeah.
So I feel like you guys probably know more about the ins and outs of what's really going on here. I kind of have picked up on the general theme. Don't blame Bill Polian for rival 8-time Super Bowl champion Bill Belichick's Hall of Fame snub. The legendary 83-year-old NFL general manager is rejecting accusations he pushed the 50-person selection committee to delay Belichick's induction into Canton as punishment for the New England Patriots' various scandals. Either way, Bill Belichick, me, middle-of-the-road, watch football casually guy, would have thought that Bill Belichick was a first ballot Hall of Famer, right?
I literally think the only people in the country who don't think he is are the people who were responsible for nominating him or not.
Yeah, it is. That many Super Bowls, that type of run, it's what you dream of. If you can do it the right way as a coach in the NFL, this is what you hope for. The ESPN report claims from multiple sources that the Patriots' 2007 Spygate and 2014-2015 scandals were discussed during deliberations among the 50-person selection committee. One anonymous voter told ESPN that Polian urged fellow voters to make Belichick wait a year as a form of punishment for Spygate.
Stupid.
It's speaking to ESPN, Polian said he was 95% sure he voted for Belichick. He was 95% sure. Dude, how do you not know who you voted for?
Yeah, no, that means he did not.
Man, the Belichick fall from grace will be studied one day.
Oh, yeah.
Unless he pops up in the NFL and wins himself another Super Bowl, I don't know that there's ever been a fall from grace for a coach to go from GOAT status, might have been undeniably the greatest coach in the NFL, depending on who you asked, to obscurity, terrible losses in college, having a young girlfriend who he's let it walk all over him and stand on the sidelines and control. Remember there was that the CBS interview from a few months back where she was sitting on the sideline calling the shots on what he could be asked and what he couldn't be asked?
That's a weird dynamic, man. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, and probably, I don't know if he's taking an interview with a pro team, got to be a giant red flag for any team. Like if this, no disrespect, this bitch is going to be up in the mix wanting to talk about football stuff and God forbid standing on the sideline, like the first string of 2 losses, all of the media will go, is this because of his young Jordan, I think is her name, is this because of his young girlfriend? Like you're just taking so much risk for drama, I think at this point, not being sure if he's ever going to be able to win games again.
Yeah, when they first failed to nominate him, my immediate thought was, well, they think Tom Brady won all those Super Bowls on his own, but I think even Tom would tell you, he's a wizard.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. It's funny. You should ask. You should say, what would Tom Brady say?
Yeah, I did.
You said that. And
what would Tom Brady say?
I'd like to give you an answer to what Tom Brady would say, because you said that. You said, what would Tom Brady say?
That's what I'm asking.
I'm telling you.
He really is. He is consumed with professional football.
That's not
fascinating to you?
No, he's very fascinating to me.
Okay. It's fascinating to me, and he's respectful to me.
Yeah.
And I really believe the man's a football genius.
Yeah, he is.
How would you describe him? What's it like to be around him?
Yeah. He's very respectful of me, too. You know, I think that he's...
We can tell.
Yeah. We've had a great relationship, a very respectful relationship for a long time. And,
I think this was before he left.
You know, I feel like he's the best coach in the history of the NFL, and he has a management style of players, and it's, he would say that, look, I'm not the easiest coach to play for. And I agree, he's not the easiest coach to play for. But
so, that's what Tom Brady would say.
Yeah.
If you asked him.
I mean, if one of the greatest quarterback, if not the greatest quarterback, says that this guy is the greatest coach of all time, that's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Put him in. Put it in. Man, this is an insane story. And it made me think of, I wanted to touch on this first. Was it DMT? I think there were stories about DMT, and I've heard Rogan, and I've read stories about it before, about the repeating incidents of people under DMT experiencing the same exact thing.
Yes.
They would see the same type of humanoids or alien-like creatures, and so discussion of, is DMT unlocking another world? Are you communicating with another universe or a parallel universe or something if you go under DMT? This is a similar story to that, only more bizarre. And I got this word. An enigmatic, I think it's the and first.
No, you got this.
Enigmatic.
Yep.
An enigmatic mushroom is reportedly making people all hallucinate the same thing. Dozens of small humans. According to the BBC, scientists are investigating Lanmoa astica, a mushroom that is native to parts of Southeast Asia and China that reportedly causes consistent hallucinations when it's eaten undercooked. The report states that the mushroom is a popular food in China's Yunnan province that is sold in markets and is known for its savory flavor. The mushroom is also served in household dishes during peak mushroom season, but if you undercook it, it can have hallucinogenic properties. And it sounds bizarre, but everybody who eats it has the same hallucinations, fairy tale-like visions that normally involve hundreds of small humanoid creatures that visit these people in their hallucinations.
Oh, wow. All right. I'm not trying to be culturally insensitive here, but what if they gave those mushrooms to a bunch of NBA athletes or Chinese NBA athletes? The average Chinese person is not very tall. They're not Yao Ming.
So you're saying they're just seeing different variations of themselves?
These are not hallucinations. They're just seeing Asians, and they're like, oh, okay, they're a small people. That's all.
The BBC.
The
NBA players.
Not the NBA.
The BBC smacked all the little people in the head.
Not the ones that we like. Reported that hundreds are hospitalized a year due to. If you know what this word is, I'll be impressed. Lilliputian.
Yeah, that's from Gulliver's Travels.
Oh.
The Lilliputians were the little tiny people that tied him up.
Lilliputian hallucinations, which are all described as vivid visions of tiny elf-like beings crawling on furniture, walls, and clothing.
Tripping balls.
It sounds so bizarre that this mushroom could be causing the same exact fairy tale-like visions reported across cultures and different times. It has currently perplexed the science community on why everybody is having the same visions when eating this type of mushroom.
I gotta try those.
That sounds pretty fun. That's not the ones that we were. That's not the kind we were trying.
No.
What was the one? What were those called?
Penis envy, golden teacher.
Not psilocybin.
Oh,
they were the other ones. Remember?
Oh yeah,
we had the guy on.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were called.
It's the red and white ones.
Yeah,
they were the ones that those were all over that event we did in Tampa that time. The Alt Med or the Alt, whatever the hell that was called that we went to.
Alt Fest.
Scientists are hoping that the study of this mushroom will lead to new insights into how the brain generates similar hallucinations amongst all people and help explain the cases of Lilliputian hallucinations that are being reported by many people.
I keep meaning to tell you I got a podcast for you. It's a psychedelic medicine podcast. This dude who's a freedom fighter for Palestine did ayahuasca with freedom fighters from Israel. And like they all trip together and they start talking about like trauma bonding. It is fascinating.
Dude, speaking of podcasts,
Yo.
This happened like overnight. I remember right around Christmas, I saw a bunch of people pissed off at Barstool because Pardon My Take and I think Spittin' Chicklets was coming to Netflix. Have you seen the podcast selection on Netflix in the last couple days?
Incredible.
And weeks? Like,
there's a lot.
Tons.
Really?
Everything. Like there is. I mean, there's tons of murder podcasts. There's tons of sports stuff. There's off the wall things. There's
Vibe Check.
Yeah, it is. Our podcast is up on Netflix now. Go check it out.
Go watch it.
But it's just as I'm looking at it, I realize they're coming for YouTube. Like that's who they're Netflix. I think Netflix is nobody is safe from Netflix. Like when it comes to content. Like I think that they came for the movie. They came for the movie studios. They've come for ESPN and the network brands by doing live programming, and they took Monday Night Raw away from USA Network,
UFC,
everything they've done. They just they're coming for everybody. There's no area of entertainment that Netflix feels like they shouldn't have on their platform.
Boy, you're right. They are coming for YouTube.
Yeah, and I knew there was a couple, but when I looked at it last night, it was I don't know that there's hundreds. But there's tons of podcasts now on Netflix.
Speaking of Vibe Check, we got to do.
We need to do one. Maybe next week.
Yeah, all right.
I said Netflix, and it made me think about it. Have you guys watched or heard of this secret mall apartment? Secret mall apartment?
Is it an apartment in a mall or a mall in an apartment?
So I shut it off halfway through, not because I wasn't interested, but it's about these group of kids from 2003 to 2007 that found like a dead space inside of a mall and created a full-blown apartment. And it's kind of like a social statement. it starts by saying when they built the mall, they were this area of Rhode Island were saying we need to utilize all open spaces, building malls, building houses, building businesses, whatever it is. So they took that as like a spin-off of that theory, and we found an open space inside the mall where they created this apartment, and what they had to do to create it is insane. How they never got caught is insane. They like built walls inside this. So they would thousands of cinder blocks. They had to pull right up to a back door at the mall with the alarm going off. The alarm's going off throughout the whole documentary. One time somebody came to check what the alarm was going on, and the guy gave him this totally BS story that his car died while he was transporting cinder blocks, and he had to get it to another part of the mall where his buddy was picking up in a truck. So, but they have to go up this straight ladder with all of the furniture, with all of the cinder blocks to this area to build an entire apartment where they lived for about 5 years inside of a mall. It's very... It was a protest against like gentrification and building and almost like an art installment of sorts, but they legitimately lived in and partied in and played video games in.
And it's starring Channing Tatum, you say?
Nope. Channing Tatum. This is a real life. This is a real life documentary. Jeremy Workman, with about 8 different artists, as they call them, secretly lived inside the Providence Place Mall for over 4 years.
I feel like you could do that in many malls throughout the state of Florida because no one ever goes to them and stores are closing down. You could live in an old Hickory Farms.
The malls, I guess it's just as simple as the internet and Amazon.
Yes.
But I saw somebody, what's the big one? Is it, what's the big one, nice one in Tampa?
International Mall?
University?
What's the other one? Not either one.
Oh, Citrus Park?
No, I do love that one. I used to live in Citrus Park.
No, you lived in TC.
Yeah, well, it takes one to know one. I forget what it was, but it was somebody walking around. I think it was International. Nobody's there. Like even the malls you think are the big popular malls, they're still a shell of themselves. And I mean, what do they do with all those buildings? They're going to end up having to probably bulldoze them all because they're just sitting, like every mall is sitting empty.
Yeah, the new business model is to put like those elevate type go-kart, bowling alleys and
but
arcades.
That can't pay for everything.
No. Trash and put the Rays, the Rays.
Yeah. Wherever you need a place for the Rays to play, let's just bulldoze a couple malls. All right. That's it for Senning Show today. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live kicks off next. I'll be hanging around for a little bit. It's Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Thank you, Diz. Thank you to everybody who called, participated, watched along on YouTube. Appreciate you. We'll be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. with a new edition of Senning Show. But before we get out of here, tell about our buddy Jeff Borum.
Jeff Borum, the guy who can sell your house. Jeff Borum, he just got a new spouse. He's the dude who's going to help you find qualified buyers for your home and find the perfect area for your new residence.
You might have a go-to wing spot. You might have a list of your 4 or 5 favorite pizza places. But what if I put your feet to the fire and I said, give me your go-to real estate agent? Might be a little bit harder, but it shouldn't be because the answer is Jeff Borum. Him and his team want to take away all the stress of your real estate ventures. If you got to move in a tight time frame, or if you're moving to the area and you want to ensure that you know all the details, the best school districts, make sure you're not in a sleeper flood zone. You got to go with a guy like Jeff Borum who knows the ins and outs of the Tampa Bay region. Make the call to Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty.
He's the guy we trust, and he's the guy you can trust as well. With Jeff, he'll give you options. He'll buy your home. He'll sell your home. He'll even rent your home. Google him right now. You can be packing tonight, Borham, for Jeff Borum.
Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live coming up next. Your next chance at $1,000 at 5 o'clock.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Peanut butter and jelly. Batman and Robin. Kegs and eggs. It's the 7th annual Kegs and Eggs pregame invasion, sponsored by Michelob Ultra. Saturday, January 31st at McDenton, Soho. You get complimentary breakfast from 9 to 11 a.m., a live DJ keeping the party going, and your first Michelob Ultra is on the house until 1 p.m. Plus, we have your last chance to win your way into the Michelob Ultra Treasure Cove. The 7th annual Kegs and Eggs pregame invasion at McDenton, Soho. Sponsored by Michelob Ultra from your official pirate drinking station. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We're still okay in Hillsborough, but in St. Pete, continue expecting delays from a crash eastbound on 38th Avenue North approaching 49th Street. There's a minor wreck in Clearwater northbound on Keene Road at Cleveland Street. And up in the East Lake area, the right lane's been blocked southbound on East Lake Drive at Ridgemore. This is Jim with traffic.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. Yes to transparent pricing with no dealer-installed options or inflated market adjustments you're forced to buy. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Brandon Honda is having its biggest used car event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get certified pre-owned vehicles from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, HRVs $14,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. We're approving all credit applications, plus make no payments for 90 days. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-527-9308 for more information.
Hey Tampa Bay, when it comes to your home, confidence matters. That's why families across the Bay have trusted Hawkins Service Company for over 30 years. From air conditioning and plumbing to electrical and pool equipment, Hawkins delivers 5-star service, backed by unmatched service guarantees and thousands of 5-star reviews. New customers receive 10% off any service. Just mention the Bone. Schedule online at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call handles it all.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Right now, trade up and drive into 2026 for less. They aren't waiting. Get their best offers on new Chevys right here in the new year. They'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. Keep the cash or use the trade up and save even more. Start 2026 behind the wheel of something new before the best are sold. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers that